Going live!
And we're live.
Hello!
Hello.
Welcome to our
Welcome.
game.
Hello.
Man, here we are again, another Friday night, 8 o'clock. Well, 4 minutes after. But, hey, whatever. Had to get a beverage.
Fashionably late.
Well, let's get into what happened last time and what we're doing this time. Can you start leading us into a little bit of recap so that Jerry can catch up from where we were last week?
Oh yeah, because you weren't there.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Anybody remember where we started off?
Nope. Keep off.
We pretty much we headed back to to Arin's Island.
Yep.
Twice, we
The
still
outside of
retired.
Waterdeep. Then we went to Sterling's. We learned on the way there that we were needing coal. So that was important.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We went to
to
Sterling's.
Sterling's. Gave him the
um,
Dawn's Core, and he.
The large rock wasn't there on the top of Arin's place.
Which was
Sterling.
kind of unnerving for a few.
Mhm.
The overwhelming aura of fear that was on the island wasn't there this time.
Mm-hmm.
While it's in the City of Doors in Sterling's shop, it took him about 5 days to craft the Dawn's potion, and in that time we were in our our extra dimensional space. We crafted some pretty freaking awesome armor.
Crafting!
Yes, Argent, Jazara, Calypso, me, a lot of people were involved.
Mm-hmm.
Then once we exited, he found Sterling had made 4 potions of the Dawn's core, and we transported Spire, who was in a crystal case, back out of the city doors into the Arin's place. And we did we resurrected her and used the potion that Sterling had claimed and cured her of the creep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We
Had a beautiful
Through-
reunion.
through some insight and knowledge, we discerned that the creep could potentially, in attempting to craft a spell from the potion, we really realized that we may just need to douse the originator of the creep as a potential way to cure it across the land.
Douse him or make him drink it.
Yes, douse. That was I was meaning just forcibly inserted into his body.
That sounds ominous.
In any way possible.
Then we learned that, realized that we have already come in contact with the originator of the creep
Mhm.
when it crawled inside our Argent's self.
Yeah.
And,
In one of the earlier
General.
episodes,
Very unpleasant.
very early episodes.
Totally not who I was thinking originally.
Yeah, when we jailbroke him from the City of Doors, and we learned that he is.
I do remember he made me save.
Hmm?
Yeah,
He made me a roll.
yeah, we learned that he is a fallen king of Komashif.
Mhm.
Cadus is potentially is believed to be his name. We left off with Sterling leaving back to the City of Doors and us deciding where to go. And we decided to travel north to Icewind, to the west of Icewind Dale, to find Dave and deliver the holy items of the lady, and also the 2 Icewind Dale dwarves sell a metric ton of purple to them, and hopefully get some coal.
And probably get some money as well.
I mean, selling purple would probably get
Money and coal. Because there's a lot of doses.
Well,
Oh, also, we gotta spend some downtime with the Tabaxi and meet a new character, the longer-haired warrior.
oh, the female
Tabaxi.
Tabaxi warrior that was fighting alongside of
Mhm.
the Club. That was helping you guys get got into the thing. He sat and talked with Calypso for a little bit. In the little field inside your guys' dimensional space.
What hat? Jason.
Fancy hat. You said we're fancy, so let's do it. Fashionably get a fancy hat.
Let's
Pirate hat again.
So you guys had told Crab to start heading north towards Icewind Dale.
Yep.
No specific location in Icewind Dale, but just to Icewind Dale. And they're making a northern trek.
We did say just west of the forest west of Icewind Dale. I remember.
Well, Icewind Dale is like its own like country.
Yeah.
Icewind Dale's a large place and it has forests throughout it. Dave gave you guys very simple instructions. He just basically said, in the western forest of Icewind Dale, which
it's not very helpful at all.
could be a large area to...
I'll just give him a call later. We'll figure it out.
So, in general, you guys are just kind of going to western Icewind Dale.
Yeah.
So, knowing that, Crab is plotted a course using one of the only maps available amongst the group. He is in the workshop. He is plotting the course. You guys find yourselves rising up and up. A lot higher than you guys have been before in the airship. The air gets a little bit more thin, and as you guys are going up, a little bit, the turbulence of the dirigible is kind of jarring here and there, but in general, it flies pretty good. But you guys are a lot higher, you realize, than before. You don't know if this is by choice or for what reason, but it seems that Crab has made the ship go a lot higher. You guys are looking down on a lot of clouds rather than looking around at clouds. You guys are pretty sure that the trip is going to take a good amount of time from where you guys are at. I believe it's 2 or 3 weeks.
More downtime. Yay.
Much time?
I believe it's 2 or 3 weeks
From where we are right now.
from where you guys are currently at.
Did we already leave that island?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You guys are up in the air.
in the
You guys
air.
can't see the ground up in the air. What are you guys doing? Are you guys just taking the trip, going?
Give me a second. I actually
Jazera
had some stuff.
has to think about it.
Yeah, I was working on some stuff with Eric beforehand.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
Calypso is just gonna spend her time just kind of talking to everyone, all the Tabaxi and stuff, and every once in a while she'll hop on stage and just kind of play for a bit and entertain people.
How often are you guys? Are people coming in and out? Or are you guys just having everybody stay inside the
I mean, I don't
hand?
care if they come in and out.
I would have sought out the guard. Totally spit. What is his name?
Which guard?
The
Which
one that
one?
I. The
The one that you guys had. The gate guard from Goglin.
Oh,
Yes.
that one.
Mhm.
We didn't get his name, did we?
Nope.
Didn't we?
I believe you did, but I don't have that note here.
I don't remember what it was. Pretty sure you guys.
I think Baldric got it, but I just remember.
Nope. I got the. Who's that? Cadiz?
Yeah.
That's an assassin. I don't know who
Okay.
that is.
Cadus.
Cadis.
Cadus is the creep.
That's the guy's name that you remembered for
Oh,
between you
okay.
and Baldrick. You guys remembered one of the stories that you told
That's
had
the
something to do with one of the kings from Koma Sheaf.
guy. Yeah.
But you guys don't quite remember the story too well. It was a long time ago. Baldrick just remembered you talking about it, and you remember
Telling him about it.
telling about
when
it.
we
But
were
it was a
younger.
long time ago, and that story has kind of been one of the ones that has
Yeah.
fled from your repertoire of telling.
You should ask the Tabaxi inside her hand.
Inside your hound?
Inside the hand about the
Get out of my
the
hound.
story.
Oh, I could do that.
All
And
right.
I know what I was gonna go over with Argent. So, what ritual spells again do you have that are on the wizard's list?
Or that are on a white. I don't know specifically that are on the wizard's list.
Let me know what they are. I'll look them up because I'm going to be paying you a lot of money to be making a lot of squirrels.
Mm.
You do realize anybody can use a scroll.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to be of the same class. Oh, you're
No,
trying to
I-
learn them.
Because I got my new feat, which is ritual caster. So everything that he can do that's ritual, I can make a scroll and then copy that over into my book.
Ah, yes.
Because he doesn't actually have a book, we have to do the.
So that's what you're trying to do the next couple weeks?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Just try to put as many in that book as I can.
All right. With that, Calypso, go ahead and roll me a investigate to find out more about this
Oh, no.
Cadis amongst the Tabaxi.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get my dice ready. Okay, out there. That one. Investigate?
Yep.
29.
29.
That's not bad for a first roll.
After going around and you talking with the troop, even there with Jezra a few times.
Jazera.
Jazera. With Jazera a couple times. You guys are around. Even with some of the rest of the hand, you guys find out that Cadis wasn't actually one of the leaders of, wasn't one of the God Kings. Cadis was the advisor to Ganesh,
Ganesh.
one of the God Kings in Koma Sheaf. Not Koma Sheaf specific, but one of the other towns nearby. Sulan.
That's where Ganesh.
Ganesh
lived.
ruled over Sulan, and Ganesh's advisor was Cadis, some sort of wizard or warlock type, who was very powerful with the magics.
Okay. Awesome. I look at Jazera, and is there anything else that we need to ask them?
Well, other than a sense of style, we could pick up some.
I highly
already know
doubt
who
their
it is, but
style
where it
really
came from.
matters when they're from Goblin.
What? Well, if we have a god king, that means he ruled a specific city. We could find that city. We could find any tomb or monument set to him. If someone is just coming back, first place they go to is their base of power.
Can I look at my map of Koma Sheaf and see if I could find Sulan?
Go ahead. Do you have any sort of cartography skills,
Nope.
mapping skills, or anything like that?
Nope, I just have a map.
You do have someone in your group who is very comfortable with maps, who wears a ton of armor.
Baldrick?
You know that Baldrick is...
I know he does schematics, but I
he
don't
is
know about maps.
a professed smuggler.
Okay. Well, I'll go. Since I can't
Of
just look
bodies.
on a map myself and find it, I'll ask him for help.
Okay. When you get there, you show him your map of Goglin.
And it's the one that I got from Charlton.
Yes,
So I
his,
don't know if this is a special kind of map or not.
It is. It
Fake
does. It is a treasure map.
Treasure map of Komashiba. I'm gonna write treasure.
And now that you are looking at the map and talking with a bunch of the Tabaxi, over the next couple of weeks, you can reference some of the maps that the Tabaxi have and find out that this is there is an oasis between Komashif, the city, and Sulan. There's an oasis that this references.
Komashif and so I can find it on the map.
You can find the oasis that the map references in Komashif. On the other maps that the Tabaxi have, as well as this map seems to be more of the oasis area and the seems to be like oasis area with some sort of fallen giant statue.
Sounds promising.
Fallen giant statue. Like statue of a giant or just a sizable giant statue?
A sizable statue, which is I say giant. The statue, you're guessing if it was standing, because it's on the map, it's like laying down. If it was standing, you're guessing it would be about 300 feet tall. Probably was at one point when Komashif was at its prime. There was probably a big statue or tomb that this once held. But the sands and time probably have brought it to its low.
Okay.
French or no French?
What was that?
Is it French or no French?
It's not a French statue. This is a joke from my
First
horrible,
campaign.
like above,
Every DM understands.
from above markings on a map. I put the arms out and like the head and the body.
gave him, like,
and
little
a square-
French
and it looked
mustaches.
like the arms made a little French mustache on a statue, and they've been forever calling my statues
Yep.
French statues.
I'm sure every
Every DM
single
has these
DM
problems.
understands this.
All right.
Is there anything else, Jacera?
Oh, by the way, while you're talking, she's also still talking to Argent, looking through books and such.
Well, this is over the 2 weeks. We're,
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. She's gonna be busy with Argent over 2 weeks. Well, if that's where he's gonna be, and that's where his power base is gonna be, I recommend we hit there first, look for any local villages, read up any stories. If he was a cursed king or a banished king, there's always stories about that amongst us.
I think the best place to find that would be Komashif,
Oh, most definitely.
where we could drop off everybody as well.
Yes, and also well away from wherever that evil place is.
Yes.
And what is Cedro doing during this time?
He's probably been praying at the inside of Baron's room to Merkel.
Okay. What is your main focus? What are you trying to do? Anything specific or just?
There for everybody's healing, right?
Hmm.
So when I was there when everybody got healed.
Oh,
What do you mean? When everybody from?
because we had talked about Baltrig and Varpu taking the potion.
Did they not take it yet?
They
I
have
think
not-
we decided that they did, but we haven't played it out. So
Yeah.
be right back.
So yeah, I guess I would still be looking to my god for ways of healing them.
Well, we're assuming that Baltrig and Varpu have taken 2 of the 3 final Dawn's potions. especially after on this trip. This is about day 5 is when the two of them take it. About day 5, Baltrig and Argent find out that once the Dawn's potion has been taken, there's little bits of light that stay inside the bloodstream and make them immune to the creep.
Damn.
So they temporarily have become immune to the creep. And if it becomes necessary, you guys have come to the decision, or to the deciding fact that there's always more elder puddings. If you guys can take down one, you guys can take down another one.
Oh yeah.
Heck, it might even be easier instead of one, fashioned after a mythical vampire.
But also, I mean, we won't tell her this, but if Mother doesn't take it herself, we'll have to just hold
It's
her
going
down,
in the soup.
pour it in her mouth.
So yeah.
She'll put it in the whiskey, She'll drink that.
So do we? Would Cedro want to be initiated in the faith by Varen?
No, I'm already in the faith. What are you talking about?
Like as a cleric, as taking more than just like, hey, give me cool powers.
No. After all of our victories, my devotion to Merkel is only grown. It's like he has helped us out of some gnarly situations, so.
I want you to do a knowledge religion, Cedro. One of the times that you're in there painting and talking, and praying.
Knowledge. My proficient. Oh, that sucks. That's a 10.
Okay. So one of these times that you're painting, you're praying and painting and praying and painting, and next thing you know, when you come in the room there, Varen, you see your brother going into one of his trances where his eyes roll back into his head, and he starts doing that uncontrolled scry painting.
I observed, definitely.
He started out on like a large canvas, and then the canvas has fallen over, and as the paints kind of have crashed to the ground and have created a mess to the ground. In that, he has walked over through the paints, and he's now just dipping the brush in the paint that's messed up on the ground and painting across the wall. It's just kind of scrawling across the wall. From what you looks like, it looks at first you see hills. They look like big brown hills, and then there's a dark burnt orange sunset kind of going on. He starts painting little black figures, and giving them like shadowed figures with the light behind them, and then he starts grabbing into the paint and mixing it up with his left hand, just mixing it up. Until it becomes this ugly dirt brown color, and he starts slashing it across the image, where it's just slashing the paint downward at an angle. You can now barely make out the images that he drew before, as he starts putting little white dots near the eyes of the creatures of the beings that he drew in there, and then he starts grabbing the brown paint and doing it again, and you can barely make out the images that were there before, but you still can. It's just almost like he has just scraped through it with his brown paint. And that's when you come to, Cedro.
Whoa.
I just look at him. What have you done to my room?
Some redecorating?
But I in my journal, I quickly just transcribe the painting scene that I just witnessed.
Yeah, you turn around and Varen's got paint all over him from the splatters of you just going crazy.
Your fault. You wanted the temple in your room. You could have it.
But I quickly jostle it down, and I just like I think Merkel listened to you. Merkel Thanatos.
Hold still. You got something just there, and I smear more across.
I just look at him like, can you please clean this up from my room, my part of the room?
What are you talking about? It's an improvement.
It's about this point where there's a soft, like, woo, woo. It's almost like a really deep horn being bellowed through the ship.
Well, if we're where our temple is, me and Cedro wouldn't hear it because we're in the hand.
Oh, well, if that's the case, if anybody else is out and about, say Varen or Jezera or...
I would go to the nearest, like, horn thing on the wall and yell into it for crab.
Okay. Not to bother you, sir, but, we have, some dark shapes coming up towards us. This is disconcerting.
Okay. Alright, give me a minute.
Okay, they're okay. And you just hear him wandering off. Battle station!
Battle station.
And you hear the ship. People on the ship are now like running and hiding, and you see like servants going to quarters and like locking down stuff. The bartenders are like pulling down glasses and locking stuff away. The dwarves look a little upset, but also a little excited as they start pulling out weapons.
Zero will go up on deck. Now, what is all in this confounded card nation? What is going on up here?
You are just outright ignored as a few, a gnome and a few humans and a couple dwarves start running out, and you see them pulling out like a sliding cannon from behind one of the walls. As you see a 6-pound cannon being pulled out from the one side and another 6-pound cannon getting pulled out from the other. From down below, you see, you hear the sounds of cannons being readied on either side of the ship.
He does not enjoy being ignored. I'm going to attempt to use a persuasion check on somebody to figure out what the hell's going on.
All right. So
I just grab one of the gnomes, pick him up, hold him right here, so he's eye level with certain parts of her, and got a 17. Little bit. What is going on?
Picked him up.
Ah, you picked me up.
Yep.
Yeah. Why are we at battle stations?
Cause the horn. You heard the horn, right?
Yes,
Signifies get to your post.
Okay. Why was
I
the
also
fire?
gonna need the footstool because I have a hard time firing swivel cannon.
Alright, you go find that little bit. I'm gonna go find somebody else.
As you set him down, he slaps you in the butt and then walks away.
I like it. I go looking for, I'll probably go back looking for Argent. Be like, is there a reason everybody's trying to kill something?
That's when you find Argent coming up on deck here.
Yeah, I'm going to the door to the, what I have called, hold on, I named it Open Palm.
Okay. The door,
Yep.
to the dimensional space.
Open the door.
Okay.
And there's like, next to the door, there's kind of like, you know, the piece on like an old school phone that you turn off. Yeah, there's like that thing. And I just yell into it, and it broadcasts to it's like a broadcast to every room sort of thing.
Yeah, like a PA.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'll say, hand to the front door. Like,
I give Cedro a look of like, we're not done with cleaning my room, and then I just like, grab my stuff and start rushing toward the front.
Okay. Calypso, you just heard over a PA system inside the hand that you did not know was there, a unnaturally, slightly unnerved, calm Argent asked for everybody to come to the front door.
I knew that there was an intercom system,
Oh.
by the way. But okay. I will go up there.
All right. Also, and that goes over to all the rooms.
yeah.
All right. Some of the other like warrior types kind of come to the front, like kind of curious. Jaclub being up front as well. That longer-haired Tabaxi woman that was fighting alongside him is back into the left a little bit.
Oh, I was gonna find her in the 2 weeks, by the way, and ask her.
Well, this
her
is
name.
about day 5.
Okay.
What's going on, sir?
We are being approached from below.
Um,
So, as a precaution, I just say, get ready.
Okay.
We're very high up, so
Do you need a hand with whatever this is?
Is it air pirates?
could be. I don't know. Could be a dragon or two.
Or two.
We can only hope.
Could we? I
Oh,
don't.
Yeah, then we could just. No, we can't.
I get
Oh.
along amazingly
Oh.
well with dragons.
I don't.
I come running up, splattered in paint, and just.
Have you two been playing again?
No, what's
Yeah,
going on?
Cedro runs up. Cedro's like elbow to pinky is covered in paint. Varen's just got splattered all around him.
I just kind of like look at them both.
I'm trying to sneak up. Behind Varen.
Well, he's right there with you.
Oh.
Yes. I stood too close while he had a vision. I think it was of Koma Sheath.
Where's the picture?
We can't talk about it now. There's the horn. Why'd you call us?
Yeah,
Something's going on?
focus.
There's,
Focus here.
Oh,
there's something approaching us from below.
Okay, then let's go up on deck. Why are we waiting here?
Well, since he opened it on deck,
We're
you guys
waiting
are
for
like,
you.
you guys can just
I
step
thought the
out.
intercom was at the bar.
That's
No,
on the ship.
The intercom at the front door of.
Oh.
He called you guys from inside the
The hand.
inside the
This,
hand.
this is a one-way thing. It only works from here to everywhere.
Gotcha.
Okay. Head out.
So yeah, as soon as we're done here, I'm heading out. I'm pulling the cannon out of my bag,
We should get those dwarves too. They can help.
going over to that deck.
Okay.
Okay.
When you look out, when you guys look around, you can see that the dwarves near the front where the stage is are they're both looking over where they jumped off once before, looking out and down.
There's a underneath spot, isn't there,
Yeah.
where the wing people used to drop out from?
Yes. And there are gliders and stuff down below as well for people who are able to do that.
Speaking of wing people,
Is there
How
is
fast are we
that a
moving?
better vantage point to looking below us from there?
From looking below, you would have to go through one of the bays. They have some sort of glass thing that they can look through before that falls out. And you guys, being up on the deck up here, you guys are moving really fast from the air. You feel like the air is something at the front of the ship is blocking the air, or at least shedding the air, making it easier for you guys to breathe and to be up here, but the wind blasting on you is actually pretty harsh.
I would recommend we stop, or at least come to a slow crawl to figure out what this is.
So whatever it is, it's moving at a fast speed.
Which means we're not going to outrun it. And I'm a lot more useful when I'm a lot more mobile.
Is there a way to... You said that there's an underneath to see... To try to see it?
There are a couple of bays where they have areas where people can put on the glider suits and jump out and attack or defend the vessel or do whatever necessary. Anybody who works on the outside of the ship is supposed to wear one of the glider suits just in case.
Can I make my way down there and try to see?
Yeah.
If I can see what it is.
Has anyone heard from the scouts? Or whoever reported and blew the horn who first saw them? Maybe they've had a chance to see what this threat is.
As you can see, a few of the people at the front of the ship have spy glasses that are mounted up onto the front, and they're like looking down, almost at the way that they're holding it. It looks like they're looking at like a periscope, kind of like looking down.
Okay, I'll run up to one of them and ask to take a look.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. As the dwarf that you run up to steps to the side, and allows you to look at the periscope. Here you go, boss. As you look down, you see a good 5 or 6 shapes. They seem to be getting larger and larger. They look kind of like flying fish from below you. As you see these long, thin, things with wings that kind of scale out to either side, but they're like rounded, not curved outward. So you're pretty sure it's not a dragon, but you don't know what it is because they're dark shapes coming up from the clouds. The time of day, it is now about dusk, so the lights, the sun is pushing red, purple, and orange light across the clouds, so it's making it really hard because also the clouds are creating shadows and they're kind of like traveling through it, and it seems like they're definitely pacing the ship.
Is there a way to tell if it is moving as an animal would, or if it's more like how our ship moves, like glides?
Yeah, is there any propellant?
You can't
like,
really
does it
tell.
kind of go like this a little bit?
Well,
or...
it's going to take you a little bit to get down to the area down below, so you can't really tell since you're currently crawling through the hatch system in the side of the ship. As you guys have encountered before, this is going to take a little bit for you to get down there.
I'm going to try to take the warriors too.
All right. Jaclub, Nike, and some of the other Tabaxi warriors easily take your command and follow after you. Especially since you say, come on, and Jaclub's like, come on!
So really, they're just following him.
Maybe.
He follows you.
But you are making your way down. With what you see, Varen, go ahead and roll me a knowledge nature.
Okay. I only got an 8.
Okay. You can't tell. They're bobbing and weaving through the clouds, and the shadows are changing their shape and size. You can't tell if the creature's creating shadows on the ground and what it is, and so it's very difficult. Or creating shadows on the top of the clouds, which are moving back and forth, and it coming up. It's really hard to tell what it is. You can't tell if it's flapping or if it's just floating on air or if it's using some kind of propellant. You just can't make it out.
But it's at least appears to be very maneuverable.
They definitely seem smaller than the airship you're on. Quite a bit smaller. For the airship that you were on is 300, or I think it's like 300 feet. These are about, well, you can't tell. They're definitely smaller though. But there's quite a few of them. Between 5 and 7. Now that you're watching them come up out of the clouds.
Is there any way I can make a nature check when I get there.
If you when and if you
Whenever I
get there, yes.
Yeah.
I'm going up to that deck.
You're going down to the where the gliders jump out as well, Arjun.
Well, is that a good place to just like stand? Is there a good place to not jump out, obviously, but
it seems like a lot of they have the viewer up front with the periscope. They have cannons on the second floor down below on either side of the ship, which have range finding that goes up and down as well. So any of these spots would be good. To look straight down would be go to the places where the gliders jump out.
Yeah, I'll go down there.
All right, so you're following along with Calypso.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab the nearest gnome I can. Probably the one I grabbed before.
That's the same one, yeah.
Yeah, just do me a favor. Go tell the pilot that he needs to stop the ship for propulsion. Let's come to a complete halt till we know what they're doing with here.
Well, miss, I would love to do that, but you're not in charge. So learn your place and go talk to the people in charge. And he starts walking away. Once again, slaps you on the ass, and then walks back over to the thing that you pulled him off of, and mounts up on the cannon again.
They don't like being picked up.
Just to confirm, so the cannons are on the same deck where the performance and table, all that stuff is?
Ship.
Yeah, that's the front where the stage is where the periscopes are looking down.
Okay.
Well, they have them mounted currently off to the side of the ship where the rail is there.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here to defend the cannons if anything tries to board, in a sense, to keep them from messing with the cannons.
At this point, you see the gnome taking a leather strap and like strapping himself to the 6-pound cannon and putting his feet up on the rail so he can like slide it back and forth. You see some of the other the humans and dwarves and tieflings also strapping themselves to the 6-pound cannons up top, the ones that swivel across the railing. You hear the mounting of guns down below as well. At this point, you see one of the figures from below kind of dart upward. As you guys pass it, Varen, I believe you're the one still looking at the thing. You see it coming straight up, but you guys pass by it because as it's going straight up, you guys pull away from it. But it seems to be coming straight up towards the ship.
Like it's trying to ram it?
You have no idea.
I'm not there.
But you lose track of it. That's when the entire ship, you hear it and like shake to one side. Anybody that's near a railing, I need a dexterity saving throw as stuff starts going crazy. So those up on the top deck who are not, that'd be Jezera, Cedro, Varen,
Zara. Also, she can fly, so she just picks her feet up.
If you pick your feet up and are using your wings, you immediately will get blown back because of the high velocity wind. Your wind will catch it. Your wings would catch it and blast you backwards into the ship.
Okay,
so
what do we need?
You would be aware to not do that.
I got a natural 20. What do we got?
So you just basically grip with your feet and just kind of like hunker down into the wind.
Your toenails.
I got a 3.
And you're at the very front of the ship.
Yeah.
So I'm going
to.
Bye, Baron. He just got his new body back.
Yeah, well.
His old new body.
All right. So the ship rocked. The dirigible with the balloon above slightly bends a little bit. You hear the sounds of the metal and the wires careen and make a kind of a squeal sound. But as it rights itself, it makes a jerking stop motion, and everybody loses track of Varen. Varen, you are now looking at the ship, and it's going that way. But you have a good sight at the 5 other ships around you coming upward. One of them looks like it has like latched on to the bottom of the ship like a leech. the front of it has like rammed into it, and it almost looks like it's like latched onto it, or it's kind of like bashed into it. You can see that the wings on the side have folded back down into it, and you can see what looks to be 6 to 10 beings crawling through what looks to be some kind of like hole in the ship.
Since I was right next to Varen, could I make a reaction?
Instead of holding on, you could try to grab him.
Could I cast?
What are you gonna cast?
Well, since
Instantaneous spells only, because this would be a reaction.
Because I can cast Featherfall.
That's a reaction spell. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
So I cast Featherfall on him as he flies away.
So you see him just like, ah! And you're just like, no! And
if that hits, can I try to guide the slow fall toward the ship?
You
That's
cannot.
Okay.
Because as soon as you start feather falling, the ship just goes on without you. Because you catch the wind.
Okay. Can I?
It'd
And I
be
couldn't
pretty
hit.
good if we told someone to stop the ship.
What about the ones below? Anyway, in the path of their coming up, could I maybe hit into the ones that are?
Well, like the ship is going, and you just caught the wind.
Okay.
So, you are like below the what you're thinking below the one that came up, but that was the one that hit the thing. So the ship was just kind of like you're like floating, and the ship is just.
Do I get there in time to see it?
As you're getting down towards the bottom, that's when you hear the crash of the ships hitting each other, and you actually, when you get down below, you see the damage in the area where the ship has been rammed by another ship, and it almost looks like 4 triangular tentacles have opened up inside the ship from the other ship.
Oh.
Hell no.
And it's just metal things that have opened up, and you see what looks to be a bunch of cutthroat-looking, pirate-looking guys coming out of the thing.
Do I?
Question. Sorry, real quick. About the Baron thing. Did I see it since I'm up there and I rolled a 20 on my natural 20 on my reflex? Could I have noticed him fly off?
Your reflex allowed you to grab on, and you're like near the middle of the ship, kind of like looking around. He was up at the front of the ship. Yeah, but you did see him kind of like go off the front.
I will dive off after him.
All right, so you see him fall off the front, so you just take an immediate left and jump off the side.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
he was-
angling
he
it in
was
my mind.
above.
Whereas,
No
Yeah.
problem. As you jump off and you catch the wind as well, you see him basically right in front of you as the ship was kind of going by.
okay, I want to grab him and let me
Okay.
know when the next time our turn comes around, so I can do something.
All right, let's everybody go to initiative at this point.
Okay.
That is not a natural 20.
Oh no, that is not as good. So just so I'm clear, where I went, is that at the bottom of the ship?
Bottom of the ship.
Okay, so I am not where Varen was.
No.
Okay.
It's on the walls on the outside of the there's the walls. You guys would be on the insides of the walls on the outside of the on either side of the ship.
Okay. So I don't see anything.
I believe you
Or
guys
would-
would be on the
At the
port
bottom,
side of the ship.
when we got to the bottom, we'd be able to see.
So when you get down there, you see you saw some of the crew getting ready and putting on the flight suits or the glider suits when the ship just got rammed. Everybody got shook. You saw the lives lost at that immediate moment as the ship bust through, killing a couple guys that were getting ready right into the dropping point. The hole that was made, a couple of them got sucked out, but you saw that most of them had their glider suits on available already.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with 20 to 25, 15 to 20,
15.
10 to 15,
10.
14.
14.
What's your initiative? I mean, what's your dexterity modifier?
+5. Thanks to that armor.
All right. Who else is 10 to 15?
Cedro was 14.
No, it's 15.
Oh, 15. Oh, okay. I'm 10.
10 is Calypso. 5 to 10.
8.
9.
What is your dexterity modifier, Jezera?
+2.
Jezera? Jezera?
Jezera. You had it right the first time. Jezera.
Just era.
Uh, 0 to 5. Anybody else? Varen, what are you going on?
Oh, sorry, I had said 8.
Okay. All right. On 17, you hear the cannons fire from the ship. Boom, 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 as a whole broadside is unleashed. Varen and Jezra. I'm gonna keep screwing that up. You see just a volley of gunfire fly as one of the ships comes past as it was going to ram, missed the ship, and flew up in front of the broadsides. The broadsides unleash, just destroying this vessel. It looks like about 30 feet long, with like long spindly wings, with quite a few people inside of it. Looks like there's some sort of magical like purple glow coming from the back of this thing that seemed to be accelerating it. The broadsides dismantle it, just blow. And now all you guys see is smoke. But you did see the one of the ships get dismantled.
We should try to capture one of these ships and find out what its propellant is, and put that into our ship so you don't have to actually buy coal.
I'm too busy falling right now.
Well,
I got you.
She's got
I
you
got
at this point. So.
I know, but we're still falling.
I have a feeling that we may already have
An idea.
Cedro, what are you doing?
So I saw the ship to my left get decimated.
No, that's down from like down lower below the ship, the deck ship.
Okay.
You heard the cannons off the left side of the ship. That's port, correct? That's port,
Yes.
right? Yes.
Yeah.
Off
Left
the port
and
side
forward.
of the
You know,
ship.
you
Or
think I
letters.
would know.
I know. I just always
Left.
forget.
Left and port have 4 letters. That's always the left-hand side.
The off to the port side of the ship, a blast of a volley of cannons, 10 pounders, 10 and 12 pounders fire. You feel the ship shift in the air from the volley.
I will probably head in that over to the port side
Okay.
and just go over.
As you
See
look
what I
over,
see.
you can see that there are 3. It looks like to be like 3 vessels floating around, and it looks like they're like they're not just floating; they're like flying in and out beneath you guys.
How close are they floating toward near us? Where's the close? Do I see like anything within like 150 feet?
They're a little bit lower than that. They're a little bit further down than that. Because it looks like they're trying to get under the blind spot of the ship and attach to the bottom of the ship.
I see. So I see them just circling below.
Not circling, but yeah, they're keeping in pace with the ship below.
All right.
As you can see from above, there's it's like open cockpit seating in the front of this thing, where it looks to be like 2 kind of pilots running this thing.
And I know about the gliders down below.
Correct.
So yeah, I'll then turn around and make my way below deck.
Okay. So you start making your way down below. That would make it Argent's turn.
All right. Are we at the point to where we can see the ship that's broken through and all the?
Yes, you guys have just come through the bulkhead where you guys would be putting on the suits, the gliding suits to go down. And at the end of this area, you can see where the ship has protruded and is opened up, and you can see the looks of goggled faces trying to come up out of this thing. And basically, you guys just happened. This corridor between you and them is 40 feet.
Oh, so like not that far.
No. There's also like it's like a 7-foot gap to go through with all this like stuff hanging on there. There's stuff hanging down where people will be hooking their chutes on, and then there's like individual levers to drop out, go down, where they would stand over this glass like clear substance and pull a lever, and it would shoot them down and out. And you can see that all of them along the way have now done that, except for like the couple people that had died and got smashed by the ship that came in.
Okay. So they are very close to me. I am going to pull out the cannon.
Okay.
The old cannon.
Ye old.
The large gun. The large gun.
Yep.
Hello to my little friend.
This is my boomstick.
I'm going to. I'm actually gonna go backward like 10 feet.
All right, you'll be pushing into Calypso, and J-Club, and the warriors there, as they've basically followed you in. So
That's fine. And then I'm going to take out of my bag one of those bottles similar to the one that is on my crank gun, except inside of this one is just like a bolt of lightning crackling around.
okay.
Threw that into the back of the cannon and cast Elemental Weapon.
Awesome. So you just like loaded an electrical shell into the.
I mean, for the next hour.
Awesome.
Electrical shells, yeah.
Awesome. So attached to the back of the cannon, you have attached your electrical charge unit.
That's me.
All right. After that, you can see the beings coming out of the ship in front of you. Looks like it's mostly dwarves, a couple humans, but you see the first two to come out look to be like the first one looks like to be a gap-toothed dwarf. Comes out, shaved head, beard, goggles, kind of like burnt stuff all over. You can see that he's got like straps and stuff holding on all kinds of like darts and little bombs and things. You see that he's got a battle axe on his back as he kind of like jumps out and comes forward. He just and like charges forward. I need the order of who's in line between you guys going up to this area.
Yeah.
Who's in front?
I mean, I still want to be in front of them.
Okay, so you just pushed everybody back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I assume I'm following behind Argent, and everyone
Okay.
else is behind
Okay.
me.
So the dwarf rushes out at you first, and charges. He's gonna make a acrobatics check to not go through the holes that are in the ground as he's running forward. He's able to do it. He's going through. He kind of like grabs a couple of the strings and swings forward. Comes up and comes in with a hefty swing at you. As he does, the last second, his foot catches on one of the ropes from below, and he just goes right through the hole in front of you on the ground. He just just down he goes and just gone. He's just, you don't hear him anymore. He's gone.
That was easy.
The one behind him, there's another one behind him, just has ignored the fact that his comrade has just gone to
Disappeared.
nothingness. and it's also making.
Same hole.
So, in trying not to do that, this one missteps and like falls and also goes through one of the holes on the ground.
Roll the 1.
Oh man.
What?
As the other ones have now gotten out and are now standing in the area, ready to charge forward. They have moved up, but aren't close enough to actually charge forward.
Calypso
Get
says,
off the
wow,
planet.
Varen, that was good.
Wow. There's quite a few of them. You're guessing about 15 guys have come. 13 now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
After that, wow. Calypso.
Okay. I'm going to step in front of people, in front of Argent, and I'm going to.
Do you let her step past you?
I say, hold on, let me take care of this.
Do you let her step in front of you?
No.
No.
Then you cannot go past him.
Fine, I'll do it behind you then. I'm going to strum on my lute and start muttering incoherent words. Lute. Yeah, the lute. And I'm going to cast Enthrall.
Okay. Are you trying to use the ability on the lute itself? Or
Yes.
all right. So go ahead and make me a performance check.
All right. And is there a way that I can just bypass Argent, like step to the side of him maybe?
No.
So I don't get him in the...
No, he's too big and he takes up the entire walkway pretty much.
You better pass this check.
Okay.
Performance is 25.
Do you make the DC to cast Enthrall?
You know, there's actually not. It doesn't say Enthrall on here.
Oh, well then you
But-
it's not on there. That's not one of the spells you can do.
But it says casting spells through the lute, your spell DC is increased based on your performance roll.
Okay. So what did you get for your
So I got a 25.
which adds what to your spell DC?
So can you help me out with this? So 24, does it add 4? Is that what that means?
Yeah.
So because I didn't make a 27, but I got at least a 24.
Yeah.
That adds plus 4.
Plus 4 to your DC.
Okay, so
So what's
that
your spell DC
boosts
versus
my spell
Enthrall?
DC to 20.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah.
So
What kind of-
how does Enthrall work for everybody at home?
Okay, so on a failed, or it has any creature that can't be charmed succeeds on the saving throw automatically, and if you or your companions are fighting a creature, it has advantage on the save. On a failed save, the target has disadvantage on wisdom checks made to perceive any creature other than you until the spell ends, or until the target can no longer hear you.
Okay. So
Got
how many
target?
targets? The area?
15? All those guys in front of us?
Okay.
It just said it's range 60 feet.
Up to how many people? How many creatures?
It just says creatures.
Creature. Yep. Causing
Okay.
creatures of your choice that you can see within range.
Do you pick me?
No,
That'd be pretty cool.
I don't want to pick you.
Well, don't choose me.
Oh, of
then.
your choice. Okay, so.
No?
Yeah, it just said creatures
Well,
of your choice.
it's more because I'm using the loot. And, you know, last time I used the loot, my brothers didn't exactly have a choice.
Yeah, well.
I did.
All right. So, as you can see, them come. A majority of them are just kind of like staring, kind of like wide-eyed at you, while other ones are still like pushing out and coming forward. As a lot of them are just like kind of like staring at you, like
Okay.
looking at you.
Distractions. Also, can I look at the dead people, just kind of glance at them and see if they're
What
like
dead people?
the people from when the ship hit? You said
Oh,
there was a few
most of
people.
them have gotten like smashed or sucked out of the area. Like
Okay,
they're
like super smash.
Yeah, they
like,
got
not
hit
cure,
by the ship.
not cure woundsable.
No,
Okay.
they are smears and gores and the ones that didn't get The ones that didn't get like directly smashed by the vessel colliding with the airship
Gotcha.
have gone out or got sucked out.
Okay. And then I look over at all the tabaxi behind me and say, "Okay, your turn."
With that, Jaclub, Argent, are you gonna shoot that thing?
Does he even speak
Yep.
common?
Yeah.
Oh, this whole
Whole
time.
line of 'em.
He spoke outside when he went.
No,
when
he
went to
only
get the
spoke Tabaxi when we first got him.
In Tabaxi, you hear him call out, "Hold!" As you can see, all the other Tabaxi like getting ready. Like you see, Nike right behind him holding a spear
Can I do a
and ready to jump through it. She just has this like.
Can I do a bonus action?
What's your bonus action?
I believe I can do this as a bonus action. Hold on. Oh, it doesn't say. It doesn't say it has to be a bonus action, but I wanted to go to Argent or tell Argent, be like, all right, I've gotten them holding on, waiting for your cannon. So rip through them and show them whose ship this really is. And I want to give him bardic inspiration.
All right. Argent, taking your cue to not go past you, she has whispered some small words of encouragement while playing an amazing tune on her lute.
His bonus.
You
Okay.
get, she's playing like battle music behind you, like.
Dun, 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 dun. Get them, Argent! Fuck up their days!
Right, she's playing the Imperial March behind Argent. Argent just has a
Dun,
electric
dun.
Jezera.
cannon.
Dun, 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 dun,
Jezera.
Jazera, what you doing, Jazera?
What you
I think
doing,
he's doing it on
Jezra?
purpose at this point.
Jezra.
That's okay, we've
Okay.
gotten him enough.
Jesus.
Alright, I got a hold of Varric. How far away is the ship, and more importantly, the bay? Where everybody else is?
You see the ship. It's about 100 feet ahead of you since you got since you guys have come out and got kind of blasted back. You can know that the ship's traveling at quite a clip.
Okay. I'm going to use my Ring of Spell Storing, tap into the Dimension Door spell in it,
Okay.
since I'm holding on to.
And you
Varric,
can
and-
see where the other ship is like smashed into it in that bay where they
Yeah.
would be falling out.
Yeah, and I know where the bay is, right? I know.
Yes,
where
and
those
on the other
guys-
side you can see gliders coming out.
Okay, I'm going to teleport us inside the bay, so inside
Okay.
the ship.
And which one? The one that's been damaged or the one that hasn't been damaged?
The one that's been damaged. I assume
Okay.
that's where the people are, or somebody's in the ship at that point. So,
All right.
I'm going to teleport us both up in there.
Bam. You're inside.
Ah.
You're standing amongst a bunch of dwarves and humans.
Oh boy.
And most of them are just standing there staring at Calypso, just banging out metal tunes on behind Argent, who is holding a cannon facing you guys.
This is gonna be bad for you. But
Oh, bye!
Well, not really. I haven't used my movement yet. I fly
Okay.
up.
You cannot fly in the contained space. Once again, it's only like it's only a 7-foot wide area, and it only goes up about 10 feet.
Okay, then I use my sorcerer points to meta magic a quicken spell
Okay.
and cast. I can't wait. I used the spell from the item. Can I cast an actual spell this round?
Is
I
it
didn't- I
is it a bonus action or an action to use your item?
I can make. It's an action to use the item, but I can quicken
So-
spell into the spell into a bonus action.
So then you would use your action to use the item, and then quicken spell to use the spell.
Awesome. So we teleport in there, see that all this violence is about to happen to us. Go. Oh,
To
this
you,
ain't
yeah.
gonna work. Quicken spell in a second dimension door spell to put us behind.
Behind the Tabaxi,
Yeah.
behind them. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop Varen on the floor, and I'm gonna teleport myself into Jaclub's arms, going, "My hero."
Oh god.
You are immediately dropped as he's like ready to fight. So he doesn't even have his like arms up like for that. So you like do that, and it's just like he doesn't move, and you just kind of fall to the ground. And he's just like
he'd probably do it like
Rude.
on like
he looks more like he doesn't know what just happened.
Someone
I'll
just
use my-
appeared in front of him.
I'll use my movement to stand back up.
I figure you just come to right there, like you go like be in the arms, and then next thing you know, you just like put your feet down, and you're like.
Calypso
Shall we
turns
have it?
around and says, "Welcome to the show."
Sorry, I had to bring your brother. He decided he wanted to go skydiving.
Varen.
Varen, stop jumping off the ship.
What the
Also,
hell?
Jazera is now also covered in paint, as
Just she grabs
because
Varen.
she grabbed Varen. Varen had paint all over him, and now you've got
It's
paint
like-
all over you.
It's like bird and cat all over
Okay,
again.
did I miss something? I know I missed something when I was gone. Why does he have paint all over him?
Paint party.
Because I watched Cedro paint too close, and he splattered me in his fervor vision that he had. 'cause
Gotcha.
He was painting in my room, and
Okay.
then he just smeared it on me. He never cleaned it because Cedro doesn't clean me. Because
No.
Cedro's a jerk.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
Varen, you have been blasted off of a ship, caught by Jazera. You've been dimension doored twice.
Twice.
You please give me a Constitution saving throw just to keep your bits where they need to be, as you have
Keep
been.
your bits where they need to be.
As your inside and your stomach has now been in like a whole bunch of places.
He's like,
Who am I next to?
You are right next to Jazera, Jaclub, and Nike.
Okay, I Ralph all over Jazera. I just everything comes out and she is just covered because I rolled a 3.
Like from every step you had him, he got a little bit more green. And once you guys actually stopped and he realized that you weren't holding him, you could just see the eyes just roll and just wah. You like you were trying to keep this like kind of sexy kind of appeal going, and you like struck the pose, and that's when the side of your face and shoulder just got projectile vomited on.
You are so dropping through the clouds.
like just wipe my mouth just abstractly smearing
So,
more paint and bile.
That's gonna take up your bonus action from this round, as
My bonus
you
Bonus action barf.
you did not have the ability to hold back.
Okay, then I'll just look around and taking in the about to do the cannon, and I'm gonna just cast bless on
Bless!
Calypso.
Bless!
I'll be with you.
He most certainly is not with me. I was just like,
Wow.
And I just like splatter paint and vomit on like the back of our
Oh,
shoulder. Calypso gets coated with a little bit as I'm just waving the hand around.
Because he's casting bless, he's trying to bless everybody, and it's just
Calypso
it's everywhere.
gags in the middle of her song.
Whoa.
Look at me.
Most of the Deboxy are like trying to step back.
God, making this into a shit show. We're all trying to look
Don't
cool.
want to be blessed.
All right, can you tell your fellow teammates how
Like
they are
this
affected by bless,
blessing.
please?
So that'll be a D4 to your attack rolls and your saving throws
Cool.
while I'm concentrating.
All
For
right.
how long?
I'll use a second
While he's
level
concentrating.
spell.
Okay.
I'll use my second level spell and include Jazera in it.
You guys hear the
Sorry.
gunfire from above. Top of the round, you guys hear the ship firing. You feel the ship decelerating at this point. Being the type of vessel it is, it does not slow down quickly. The ship rocks back and forth a little bit as the cannons fire. Cedro, you got one more round before you make it down to where they are right now. And that's just because you know the ship and you guys have traversed the corridors so well. Before this took you a lot longer. Now you guys know where to like slide down at and how to get around a lot
So
easier.
on my way, I will stop in and grab my paintbrushes.
Okay. Well, you still have your paintbrush from before. It just got knocked down when you started
Okay.
doing stuff. Like you were using one hand to paint and your paintbrush, so you still have it.
All right. Oh yeah, just make sure I had my focus.
Yeah, you have your paintbrush. Argent, 14.
Get him.
All right. So I kind of, brace myself.
Okay.
These guys are in a line, right? They're
Yeah,
basically a
They're
line.
in a line between you and that other vessel,
Cool.
and the front of the ship,
Cool.
or the rear of the ship.
Cool. Real quick, I reach in my bag and pull out the barrel extension. Use my grip points to do a piercing shot
Oh damn.
to this line of guys.
Okay.
And then
Backstop. Remember
Fire.
your backstop.
All right.
Boom.
As you're about to shoot, you feel a large furry hand press against your back.
I brace against it. Know what's up?
Jaquel
knows
reaches
what's up.
over Calypso, pushing against Argent's back because he does not want you getting flung back into it.
I'm sure.
He's seen this before.
He helped shoot this gun once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guy in the
Wait,
front.
this is the one used on the Rodenbarg or whatever it
Yeah.
was?
Yeah.
Oh, good night. He's gonna blow out the whole of the ship.
And they're
All
all
right.
gonna get. Oh.
Yeah.
A horrible misfire right now would be terrible.
Remember your backstop. That's all I'm saying.
Wouldn't it?
Can
Wouldn't
I?
it? 6 or lower is the misfire on this. But rolled an 18.
Rolled an 18. Nice.
12 plus 11. That's 41.
Wow.
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 For the guys just standing there like amused with the music, they have no chance.
Cool.
So piercing this just hits everybody in a line, or how does this work?
So
Yeah.
I have to roll against everyone in the line.
Yeah.
Individually?
Yeah,
Oh no. The 41 was to fire, right?
behind the first one.
Yeah. So you definitely hit the first guy,
So
and there are 12 more.
I feel like just roll the damage once, and then anyone who gets hit.
Yeah,
Gets hit.
we'll do that. Just roll to hit the guys first.
Kind of medium roll here. So that's 42 damage. There's lightning.
Wow. Okay. Let's go ahead and roll to hit all the guys in a row here.
Well, disadvantage rolls. I'll bust that out real quick. Oh, not natural 20. That'll be 19.
Jesus. 19 hits.
18.
Hits.
21.
Hits.
23.
Hits.
God, I need one of those dice.
13.
Misses. So it stops with
Start
him.
rolling dice with double digits.
He
Right?
actually
It stops with that guy,
misses.
correct?
No, it just keeps going. It says
Okay.
you roll a disadvantage attack against every target behind them.
Okay. So the sixth guy.
I assume they just like got out of the way.
He's one of the ones that wasn't enthralled decided to duck.
Yeah, 16.
Misses.
He did a
17,
Johnny Cage split.
17 hits.
22,
Hits.
30,
Hits.
29,
Hits.
13.
Misses.
Is that 12 or is there one more?
That's one more. One more.
23.
Hits. All right. So just putting their damage on their token marks here real quick. They are all in severely bad shape, except for the few that weren't enthralled who decided to like duck. You can see that like most of them are just like missing like parts of them as like they tried to get out of the way or like moved, and like huge blasts like out of their sides and shoulders and arm. Like one guy's like missing an arm, and like they're all just in terrible shape.
For my bonus action, I'll just yell out, I think you all have made a terrible mistake.
Also, for one of those misses, you still have a bardic inspiration.
But I use that to hit really well.
Oh, gotcha.
Beginning.
Okay.
Part of the 41 to hit.
Donkey.
I wanted to make sure that guy in front really knew.
Like
Yeah, no, he was atomized.
he
All right,
was-
there's chunks of him in Waterdeep right now.
I also want you to roll double damage, so that would be 84, as there's now a large hole in the rear part of the ship.
Oh, yeah. Well, isn't their ship in front of our ship? So did I hit their ship first?
Well, no, their ship came up, and then the front of it, like, unfolded, and, like, is, like...
Oh, like the nose part opened
yeah,
up.
like, it just went... whoosh, and then they're coming up out of it.
That's a problem.
Remember your backstop. Anytime you fire use firearm, remember your backstop.
As now there's a big, like, hole in the rear of the ship
That's
there.
up the big hole.
How far are we from this hole?
Pretty far. It's on the
Okay.
other side of the 40 feet-ish.
Okay, so we're not getting sucked out.
No, and the ship's slowing down. Plus, there's a bunch of holes actually already opened on the floor that people were diving out of.
Gotcha.
Which is two of the dwarves that were rushing forward have made terrible mistakes and fell out.
I think they would have rather fell out.
I think they did.
Yeah,
I think they
yeah.
made out like bandits
I think
compared
they
to
made
the other guys.
right choice.
Yeah.
With that, it is now
No velocity before they hit the ground.
the bad guys. Those who have been hit begin to like start falling. They're all just in terrible condition.
I believe they get to make another save.
Yes,
If we're
I'm
getting
doing
them?
that
If they
right
got
now.
hit,
Okay.
I think they get to try.
They can try. I think the DC's
Garrett,
still
New
20.
bodies.
The music's just too good. It's too good.
I'm playing Metallica.
Yeah, you like head off into the chorus just as he lets off the shot, so the whole time is just this
Boom! Give me fuel! Give me fire!
Yeah, I was going Master of Puppets. That's where I was at. Master
Click,
of Puppets.
click, boom!
As none of the ones that she had enthralled come out of it. They're just like the
That
few
is
that
right.
did not get hit, the ones that were with it enough to duck, have decided that this was terrible planning and actively search to go through the hole in the ground as they just kind of like dip out through the hole in the ground.
They're
Just,
running.
"Woo!" One of them is a half orc, and he just kind of pushes one of the other guys out of the way through the hole and then jumps through the hole
like,
himself.
I'll survive this fall.
Is this just like a pish posh of different people?
Yes.
Like
Fire.
different races and stuff.
But you said mostly dwarves, right?
Roll me. There's quite a few.
Okay.
Roll me a perception.
Okay.
If it's the dwarves that we have on board,
Go
I
Luna
swear to
dice.
God,
Hey. You said
they'll be
perception.
spawning order.
Yep.
That would be 25.
You recognize a similar symbol that you guys have seen before.
What's the symbol?
Operators of the Black Hand.
Oh.
We literally, we're 5 days north. We just passed back over Neverwinter.
You guys just went right past Neverwinter.
That's why we went way up high,
Yep.
not high
That's
enough.
why.
And you know,
They found us.
I'm sure the guy came back from wherever Cedro sent him, or they realized he was missing.
Oh, Cedro's banishment spell?
Yeah.
All right. But the ones that were still alive in this hallway had decided that they made a terrible mistake and have leaped through the hole below. You can see that they had packs on them, but they did all jump. All of them have different accoutrements for air piracy amongst them. The rest of them are all standing there, all just highly jacked up. Like, several of them don't have arms. The guy doesn't have his leg. Like, your shot went through and just annihilated them. They're, like, alive, but
Oof.
in bad ways.
Still alive.
With that, it is it's Calypso's turn.
I say, wow. That was a really overkill.
Was it?
So all the ones that can fight are gone. Is
The
there
whole
a
ship,
way
yeah.
into that ship?
Through the
Yeah, the
front
hole.
nose part of it.
The front nose part, which I would have to get through all of the suction area.
It's not suction anymore, as
Well,
the
you said there's
decompression
holes.
has changed. That was just like when it
Gotcha.
first happened.
Okay, so I will make my way past that towards the front of that ship.
Playing your music the entire time, I'm guessing?
Well, I mean, it's not a concentration spell, so I don't. They're just kind of zonked out.
They're just like looking at you as you pass.
Oh, the people that are still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they all ran.
No.
So there's people that are
Oh,
zonked
no,
that
no.
are still alive.
All of them are still alive.
Oh.
They're just in terrible shape. The ones that didn't get hit decided it was time to leave.
Just
Gotcha.
really badly
How many are there?
Still up here, there is 10 that are still
Okay.
staring at you.
Okay. 10, huh? Let's see.
broken and I'm beginning to smell almonds.
What? I have
Austin
to
Powers.
look this up real quick.
Next is gonna be Club, and then Jezera.
There.
Okay. So
I can't. It's block. There's something here.
okay. So since there's 10 of them left, I'm going to keep playing, and then kind of, because I have it looped on, and so she's gonna swing it behind her and pull out her dagger, and cast Steel Wind Strike.
Oh boy.
She's just gonna go through and just annihilate them.
All right. So
But first, she's going to say, "We are the only hand, and this is our ship." And then she goes, "Poof."
all right.
Okay, and I am using my poison dagger.
All right.
So up to 5 creatures you can see within range. So 5 of them as I make a melee spell attack.
So go ahead and make a melee spell attack.
Okay, I'm excited about this. Let's go, Luna dice. Okay, that'll be 17.
Hits the first one.
Do you want me to just roll them all?
Yep.
And then go poof, and then back to the next person. 19.
Hits.
natural 20.
Let's remember that one. That hits.
That's number 3. 26.
Hits.
And last one is 20.
Hits.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage for the first one.
So first one I'm going to throw in my Bardic Inspiration. Or I'm going to expend my Bardic Inspiration to deal psychic damage.
Okay.
It feels so unnecessary.
I'm going to overkill this. I know. But it's
I'm
once,
kinda
She,
it's
Whoa.
once
she
per
saw
round.
what you did. She saw what you did. It's civil rivalry.
Who could just like pushed him?
I can't let you have all the fun.
The
Okay,
second
so-
round is they're gonna come up out of the hole and go, "What the fuck happened?"
Okay, so the first one is 5d6.
It's Jazero staring at the back wall going, why did we run from Jade? I don't understand.
And then 6d10.
Jesus.
Do I need to roll? Do I really? Okay, 1, 2. Oh my gosh, where's all the dice? 3, 4,
What spell is this?
Ugh.
5.
It's in Xanathar's.
It's called.
It's a ranger spell.
It's a ranger spell she took
It's
from
a
her
ranger
dark
wizard.
secrets.
It's
Okay.
a ranger wizard spell.
It's
Wizards
not
actually
ranger.
have it.
All right. Let's see.
What's it called again?
Steel
Steel
Wind
Wind.
Strike.
Thank you.
10.
It's a brutal
Well,
spell.
that one is cocked, so I'm gonna re-roll that. So 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, it's one of the spells that you can get with the bardic.
School that she's in.
Yeah, no, just the bardic
20.
knowledge all bards could do it.
Yeah.
30.
Bards can get crit spell they want.
They get to steal from, like, I think any 5th level spell from any spell list.
58.
58?
Wait, hold on. 58. I
Sneak
forgot the weapon damage.
And you included your sneak attack?
Nope. So it's 58.
What was the 5 die 6 then?
That's the
Oh,
spell.
right. The spell is
60.
disgusting.
Spell is 6 die 10.
Hold on. So 60.
Poison.
Oh, the poison?
My psychic damage.
Oh, she did psychic damage.
So 60.
Just-
She
You know,
just
all the different kinds of
62, 63, 64, 65. And then. How much is my. Oh god! Sneak attack, 2d6. Okay,
Remember,
Force damage too.
plus another 9. I forgot how much that was.
that you're at 77 now.
Okay, that's how much it is. 77
Did you
points.
do the spell's damage?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did all the damage.
Okay.
You need to roll the extra 6 die 10 for the one you critted on.
Hold on.
But that was just the first. That was just the
guy.
first strike.
Oh, this was the first guy.
That was the
So-
first guy.
She says
Okay,
that Argent basically declares that they have made a mistake. And Calypso secures that decision for
Puts the
them.
exclamation point on it.
As they're standing there completely injured. You see the other ones climbing out of the front of the ship as she just basically darts into the shadows, comes out from a shadow with a dagger, and just sticks it into the side of the head of the first one. And so much damage happens to it. Like, the blast that comes out of his face kills the guy behind him. It's like, you just see it, wow! And like, the skull and fragments like hit the guy behind him, and that guy just kind of like teeters and falls back through the hole. Your minimum damage, if you roll ones, kills everybody here.
Oh. So that was definitely overkill.
As
Well,
Yes.
just want the fucking
the
sleep.
second guy, you come through, and like you're already swinging at the third guy when the guy's head falls off. You come through and you just kind of do
doing, like,
this
the night crawler thing. Just
with the critical from the second one. You just kind of like appear like he thinks you're gonna come at his front. The next thing you know, you're on his back, just prison shanking him in the neck as he just like and he's like turn around, and as that next guy's like going to block, you're not there. You're like next to him, stabbing him in the ribs.
And every time I'm like, get off my ship.
Nice.
The fourth guy, you just kind of shoulder check through the hole and actually stab the fifth guy. Where you come up in front of the last one.
Killing.
And there's you just see there's like a dwarf that is his head like he was like on his way out, and you just see him going like he does not want any of this.
You said that there was one more guy.
Oh, there's a few more, but that charge is turned into an immediate rout.
No, we had a 120 millimeter cannon go off in the middle of the freaking dock. Calypso decides to go psycho prison on everybody in 30 feet. Alright, I'm terrified to see what comes next.
And at
Calypso,
the end,
all the Tabaxi were holding their action to do something, and now they're just kind of like.
Oh, wow.
I look at like Jacob right next to me just.
You guys hear a small whisper from the Tabaxi Nike to Jaclub. You're supposed to protect her? I don't get this.
Like, if that wasn't Tabaxi, Baron just looks over and just not even knowing what it is and just goes.
Yeah.
100%.
Baron's just like
Vomit, paint, and just
vomit and paint all
and
over you.
drool.
Just like,
Don't forget the drool now.
This all happened in 6 seconds. So she's.
Yeah.
And then she ends like in the face of another one, just like breathing heavy, with her dagger ready to strike.
wow.
leave me a skeleton.
Jaclub is dumbstruck and cannot act. Jazera.
He is in love.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, I think he's a little turned on. I'll be honest with you. He's like, I'm a little scared, a little hot. Just saying.
Just so you know, remember,
Jazera's
you're covered
turned
in
on.
vomit.
Oh yeah, definitely. She's highly impressed.
She got a lady boner.
Alright. So, Jazera is just gonna stare dumbfounded at what just happened.
Like everybody else.
Momentarily forgetting the vomit across her face.
Well, after a cannon fires and that happens, you
How do you top
enemies
that?
left for me to see.
Yeah, how many people are left?
then there's Varen.
Oh, there's 5.
There's 3 because
Oh,
you,
3.
in that 2 of them you didn't even attack. You just kind of shoved into the hole by accident.
Okay.
Are they still in the line?
No, they fell like out of the ship.
So there's 3 people left.
There's 3 people still like dazed, and then there's
inside the ship.
then there's a couple more still like in the assault vessel.
Do I see any of the other ships from outside the?
From
Like
down
if I
below, yeah,
walk over
you can
to
see
the
you can see them like keeping pace from down below. Looks like they're getting ready to try to like attach.
Is any of them within 150 feet?
Maybe. Roll me a knowledge arcana to see if you can judge the distance from them.
It's just gonna take. 13. It's a solid roll.
So
They're on the cusp.
I'm gonna give it a shot then. If I think I can hit it, nice. So first of all, I'm gonna spend 2 sorcerer points
Okay.
to cast as a bonus action prestidigitation to clean off this vomit and paint from me.
Good use of
Yep.
of your
Sorcerer
sorcerer
points.
magic. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it is for her.
It's very important.
And that she's gonna use another sorcerer point for a transmute spell,
Okay.
and she's going to cast Sunbeam and transmute it into an acid instead of radiant damage, and blast the nearest ship that she can.
Awesome. Roll to hit.
You have a D4 from Bless.
Oh, thank you.
We're getting that
Oh, I forgot about the D4.
Like you.
Right.
You know what? Wait. I get a lot of credit for that then? I helped
I'll
her
save
get
it for
them all.
later. Save it for next time.
No, it's not a save thing. It's an every attack thing. It's blessed.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
While he's concentrating, you guys are just
Gotcha.
enlightened.
Yes, Varen. You turn green and hit everybody near you.
Good job, Varen.
And 20, 22 to hit.
All right. You squarely hit the ship.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me a die 10 so I know which location that you hit on the ship.
Roll a die 10.
Yeah.
Wait, our ship? Or
No,
that?
one of the other enemy ship.
The one that's opened up.
5.
No, I
5?
wanted that ship. That's my new ship.
It's our ship now.
You hit
Yeah.
We each get a ship.
You're damaging our ship.
you hit the starboard wing of the ship below you. Go ahead and roll damage.
I can get the dice out.
Be right back.
Okay. Can you grab one
Boils
of
of
these?
war.
You still have the ship that's attached to our ship. You can have that one.
Yeah. Trying to keep that ship.
That one you can have. I'm killing the ones that are flying after us.
Oh, all right. Fuck those ships.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that shot was meant for them, but there was some guys in the way, so you know. What are you gonna do?
$48 points of acid damage.
All right. So you get a good solid hit in the starboard wing of the ship below you. You can see it digging a furrow of damage through the wing. It seems to be still flying pretty well though, even though it's taking quite a bit of damage. You can now see parts inside the wing and through some of the thick hide or leather that it's using as a actual billow support. As it's damaged through that, you can see some of the inner linings of the wing. It's still maintaining flight though, but it is pretty damaged.
Good. Also, I now have acid resistance for the next hour.
Yeah.
I'm
All
resistant
right.
with everything.
Varen.
I mean, okay, I'm going to, you like, is there another walkway that hasn't, there's a walkway on the other side, right?
You would have to leave this area, go back up, around the coal area, back down to the other side.
Okay. No. I'm gonna try to, no. I am going to stay where I am. I am not that dexterous. I've already fallen once. I don't want to fall again.
Save me again.
I'm just gonna concentrate on the bless and just like, you know, I don't see, like, of the dwarves that she just killed, any of them suitable enough to maybe raise as a minion.
Oh,
The group.
the only ones. Oh, you mean the dead ones?
Yeah, the ones that she just killed.
There's only like 2 that are still like in here, and they're like halfway in because there's holes every few feet. So most of the ones that she like stabbed or blasted like completely got decimated. The ones that she attacked, like actually attacked, are just like they're missing lots of parts.
Okay. So I'm
Because she was using lots of force damage on some of those attacks. Like she'd stick the dagger in like their side, and out the other side, like ribs and bones and blood just burst out the other side.
Yeah, there's a sigh of.
But there are 2 on the ground that are salvageable.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna crawl to them. I'm going to, yeah, I'm just, you know what, I'm just gonna wait to see if any of the other ships, you know, pierce this one, and keep the bless on everyone.
Okay. And to the top, you guys hear the ships fire once again. Since Jazera had damaged the one below, it kind of swung off to the side, making it easier for the ship to unload its starboard cannons to it. And we'll see if they hit. Oh, nice. They absolutely decimate it with their natural 20 as it came right into view of the cannons, and it just from underneath as the ship kind of flew up and up to the side, exposing its belly to the starboard cannons. The cannons blast once again, shifting the ship to the side. Not as bad as when it got struck by the vessel, but that ship is blasted out. Next, Cedro, you come down the opposite ladder on the opposite side of your family here, as you would be coming down the other ladder on the other side. When you are looking past, there's a busted open area of where the ship is that has just busted through, right near below you, and just about 5 feet away, your sister is completely covered in gore. And the whole area where you're standing is covered in gore. There's a hole going out the rear of the ship from where you're at. You can see that there's a hole there. It looks like somebody shot a large caliber cannon through the back of the ship.
I'm pretty sure I know who that is.
As you can see, one of those guns being pointed at you from the other side.
I look over and say, "Hey, sis."
Oh, hi.
What'd I miss?
Oh, not much. We just had to take care of these people.
Jason Voorhees your way through this party.
I'll look over and...
Yeah, she's just completely covered in blood.
I'll be like, "Oh yeah, that reminds me," and I cast prestidigitation on myself.
Mid-combat cleaning.
Twice. This is the second time. This is
I
great.
need sorcerer points for it.
All right. Argent.
I will.
Actually, Argent, with you, let's take our 10-minute break and then come back at 10 for the rest of the match here. Just think about what you're gonna do, and we'll come back here just shortly. Take our small break and get a beverage.
Okay. Well, Kitty, I can't see anything. I have to mute people. Okay, be back.
All right.
Okay, we're back.
Welcome back. All right, so this round we'll get right back into it, everybody. Thanks for waiting for us. I had to go out and poop the dog.
Dogs can't.
Sounds wrong. That sounds wrong.
All right, we're back to Argent. You've got Calypso in front of you with about 3 or 4 guys standing there, and the dwarf and the half orc that were about to come out of the ship have ducked back inside the ship.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not gonna save you. That's our ship now. Y'all need to leave. That's just.
What are you doing?
So, I hit like a
Was it Cedro's turn?
lever on the side of the cannon, and the back pops open, and like a shell shoots out the back,
Bonk.
and I reload.
All right. Spend your
Quickly.
turn reloading.
And then I walk over to a hole,
Okay.
look down.
All right.
Do I see other ships out there? still?
There seems to be 2 other vessels going back and forth, looking like they're trying to either come up or figure out what they're trying to do. They're like kind of crossing back and forth.
About how far away?
At this point, about 90 feet away.
Oh. Alright. I will, action surge. And we'll take aim at the first, closest one.
Okay.
And we'll take a shot at him.
All right. Roll to hit.
Never get blessed.
Forget you're not braced.
Good roll. 25.
25 hits. Now, with the firing of the gun, you are blasted up a ways. But as you step forward, Jaclub's there behind you, kind of grabs onto you so you don't fall through the hole.
He's more your support than mine.
Let's get a little jealous. Get a little catty up in here.
Nah. Badoomts. Cat.
Yeah, you're a little slow on the pickup on that one.
No, I got it. I got it.
That was the whole point. That was the whole point of the joke.
40 lightning.
40 lightning to the ship.
Yep.
All right. As you see that it strikes it, it doesn't seem to take very much damage from the lightning damage. As the bolts just kind of like spread across the top of the vehicle. It does do some damage though. You do see scrapes and a little bit of smoke coming from. Well, go ahead and roll me a die 10 real quick. Make sure because it could do damage to one spot. So
6.
all right. So you hit the port wing of it, and it doesn't do very much damage as it kind of spreads all over the material across the top of the wing, the metal plating and stuff. It just kind of spreads through it. There is some smoking and charring in areas, but it doesn't seem to
feel
do. What was that?
The lightning damage is detrimental to me.
Is detrimental to you?
Yeah, is it like they're resistant to lightning, so I'm actually doing worse?
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're. It doesn't look like it's taking much damage from the lightning.
Okay. Cool.
It looks like these ships are resistant to electrical damage.
Dang. All right. That's me.
All right. That was Argent. The you can see that the dwarf and the dwarf and the half orc have kind of gone back down in the ship, and you hear the front of the ship kind of closing up as the clasping parts that was holding it inside the ship are now folding back up.
My ship is getting
They're
away.
escaping.
Not my
Calypso.
ship.
Oh man.
Are they folding up, or have they completely folded up yet?
They are currently folding up.
Saying you could dive in, take over the ship.
Not just me. That is a stupid thing to do. I'm just
I
gonna.
mean, you're the one that could do it.
I only have one more time I can do what I just did.
I don't think there's that many people left in that ship.
Really? Well, how big is the ship?
It's about 30 feet long.
So big enough to hide more people? A lot of people came out of there.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
15 people came out of there.
And a lot of people dove away from there too.
Yeah. That was most of the ship, I would say.
Okay. Well, how far are you away from me, Argent?
He's about 10, 15 feet behind you, looking over one of the holes.
I run up to him, and I say, "Are we going in there?"
We can't let him get away.
All right. I grab onto his arm, and I strum a chord on my lute, and I cast Dimension Door
Here we go.
into that ship.
We in the ship?
We in the ship.
All right. Shadows of music kind of appear around you, Argent, as when she plays the chords, you get swept up into the music that she plays, almost in like kind of a whirlwind of sound and darkness, coming out of it in a like a high pitched tune. You actually come back out of it in a like inside the ship, but you're kind of like on your side, like laying on one of the seats that are here. Up above you is where you see the orc and dwarf in the cockpit. You know, you can see it's like an open air kind of cockpit. It's got like a shield in front of it that hasn't gone through the ship.
Sure.
As they are like frantically pushing gears and like trying to get that thing out of there.
And I look at them and I say, "Not so fast. Argent, get him."
Oh my god, she's behind us!
I say, "Argent, get him." And I give him another bardic inspiration.
Sick
What
of
does she mean, get him? She was the one getting him!
I can't give myself the inspiration. Come on.
Alright.
I mean, I could, but I'd have to kill you again.
Jaclub,
Kill you again.
Jaclub, for those still up above, you guys see Jaclub kind of run over to the ones that are still up and about and start just kicking them off the ship. He just grabs them by the
Spartan
scruff
kick 'em.
and then just like throws them down, kicks one through the hole,
There's
grabs the other one and
the
then
hand.
tosses them down behind him. Jazera.
Can I still see the one that Argent just hit?
The ship?
Yes.
Uh,
Because I'm still at one of the holes. So.
Go ahead and roll me a perception as it's kind of like darting back and forth between the other one and the cloud.
Natural 20.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
you're keeping a
I
good.
love this night
You're,
tonight.
you're definitely
Nice.
keeping like eye contact on it the entire time. You don't
Okay.
lose track of it at all.
I'm still concentrating on my acid beam.
Okay.
Let's turn that dice so I can remember it. And I'm going to take another shot at it.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Plus bless.
Thank you. That's going to be a 27.
27 hits. Go ahead and roll me a die 10 for location.
Wasn't even the one I could tackle my spell with. That. 8.
All right. You you blast right at you hit one of the weak points on the ship. As you hit one of the wing joints of the extending wings on either side. Go ahead and roll damage. This is damage times 2.
3366 points of acid
Woo!
Doing a significant amount of damage to the port wing. You see that where it would normally fold in had that pivot location has snapped, and the wing is kind of like folded down a ways, causing the ship to kind of go into a barrel roll / spin downward.
It's out. Can I see the other one? There's still one up there, right?
You can. There is another one, but it looks like it is now with what's going on. It is now pulling away.
Okay, I'll save myself.
Varen.
I'm gonna follow after Club as he's pushing the other guys down, and go for the 2 bodies that look like they could be serviceable that were still sort of hanging on.
Okay.
To try to collect those.
They're right
and
there.
Then, I'm also gonna cast Thaumaturgy and just call out out the hole or so to the ones that are being shoved and falling. Thanatos thanks you for your sacrifice.
I mean, it's a move that works. Can't argue with it.
Yep.
They're plumping to the ground at 2,000 miles per second, and they just hear booming in their ears, "The god of death thanks you for your time on this planet."
Please enjoy your fall.
Impact. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you. Come again.
If there's one that he has yet to push off yet, can I just look at him can he just snap his neck and keep him up here?
Roll me a persuasion.
But I want that one.
That's an 11.
Have him.
So the last one at the end of the thing is like a tiefling. He just kind of grabs him and just hands him over to you.
You broke him.
I have the look of a new toy in my face.
Oh my gosh. Back to weird old Varen.
Hey, I'm not in Ravenloft. I can do
The,
things now.
All right. You guys are now currently out of combat. Not current. No, because you guys got the 2 guys on the ship still.
Except for me and Varen.
No, you and
Or
Argent.
not Varen, Argent. It's just Varen's turn.
Cedro, what are you doing? You're at the top of the ship. You see that the right below you, the end of the ship is almost closed.
Whoa.
We have lost reading on my machine. Hold on just a second.
Lost connections.
But you have just you see that the ship, the attacking ship, is in the process of closing up. You see Argent and Calypso in the bottom of it, down below, and you see the feet of the people working foot pedals at the top of the inside.
Do I join them or do I stay?
Should I stay or should
Uh,
I go?
Yeah, I'll just jump in, I guess.
All right. So you jump in. So as you jump in, the feet of the pilots are kind of there with their pedals, and there's a plate right there. You kind of go underneath it to where there's just a bunch of in row seating, just straight single seats going kind of down with mechanicus along the sides, different kind of poles, beams, pipes, tubing, some loud roaring thing coming back from behind Calypso and Argent. The different wires and tubes and cords hooked all the way to the back. What are you doing on your way in?
Do I see the pilot?
You just their feet. You gotta think of it as like this other ship is straight up and down, and their feet are like this as you're coming down.
Don't kill the pilot.
There's like a plate there that you could probably reach in on either side, like a cat from underneath the couch.
Right. So yeah. I'll as I'm going that way, I'll cast Shock and Grasp, and I'll grab the feet of one of them.
All right. Both are big boots. They both are like leather boots, thick leather boots. They both seem to be of the large make. Front or back boots. There's 2 pairs of boots.
You going for the front or the back?
The guy in the front or the guy in the rear seat? Seat 1 or seat 2?
What kind of guy is Cedro?
2.
Front or back?
It would be C2.
Front or
Okay.
back?
So you
Cedro's
go ahead and roll
back, man.
go ahead and roll a
Backdoor guy.
melee spell attack.
Here we go.
I mean, he is a dark elf, so it does seem backdoory.
He's like
That's
the
20.
dark stuff,
He's a
The
blue
dark-
tiefling right
the
now.
dark and dank areas.
That's a 20.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you grab the leg and just go ahead and roll damage.
Damage was returned.
Man, these poor pilots. They forget they're trying like we're leaving. There.
You ain't going nowhere. Bone saw's gonna get you.
Boom, so.
So it's ready.
Oh, there it is.
Knew that was gonna come.
That's what she said.
I mean, he did go for the back.
Okay, so it's
Electrify. Gives it the teeth.
It's not supposed to. We're not using cattle prods.
Oh god.
so yeah, it'll take 16 points of electrical damage.
All right. And you hear in a guttural, half-orcish voice, "Oh god, she got me! She got me! She got me!"
She's touching me!
All right. That's Cedro, Argent.
So how does it look like there's a way to get up there?
Well, it looks like you kind of like crawl in from underneath. They crawl up onto the plate and like sit in a seat. Like you can like reach in on either side of them.
They can definitely hear me from down here, right?
Oh yeah, they could see you if they like look down and back. They can like see you.
And I'll just yell out, whichever one of you opens that nose back up gets to live.
Just stares at him. Hi.
You just see that dwarf just instantly push the button down. Like the guy in front, just you can just see him grab the lever, just.
And it
Okay,
seems like
boss.
the reverse what it was doing.
Huh? Oh yeah, you see it like.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'll cast Scorching Ray at the other guy.
All right. The one that's being electrocuted and couldn't push the thing.
I put the cannon down and swing out my crank gun.
Okay.
And
Roll to hit.
for red.
Three beams into his face, into his butt.
Oh, I'm going third level, so make that 4 beam.
Okay.
We gotta make sure he's dead.
He's like, I was trying to reach it.
Oh, bless for each one of those.
Oh,
Dwarf's
yeah.
just faster than it. Oh yeah, there's a bless on each of those. Oh god.
Oh god.
So 24 on the first one,
Hits.
24 on the second one.
That would also hit.
17.
Hits.
Okay.
That's contagious.
Natural 20.
Ow.
Yeah.
A lot of those tonight.
Go ahead and roll
Overkill.
damage.
Overkill.
6. 4, 10, and the crit is 13. So 33 total.
Okay. So you blasting that last one. You can see like he as like Cedral's like holding his leg. He's just like, you see just like all of a sudden like Cedral, you're like looking up and your electric just kind of like catches him on fire, and he just starts. The lightning's like coming out of his eyes. It just fries in his seat
Smells horrible
like a
in
bad
here.
electric chair. He like pees on you. It's like it's bad. It's just like he has no control over his bodily functions. He's just dying of electricity and
Wow.
fire blast.
And I look over at Varen and say, "Well, that was overkill."
And then you hear you see the big
the
the
guy.
you see the big hands of the dwarf put his hands down. He's like, no weapons.
Wait, you're in there. You can't look over and nod at me. I'm not inside the thing.
You hear the dwarf muttering something about always choosing shit jobs.
Yep. Yep.
Take a moment to point out what this fleet had to say. It's like the head boss was like, "There's that ship again. Send out the fleet. 5 vessels go flying." One limps back shortly, like less than a minute later, like, we're never doing that again. We're not touching those people."
Consider it lost.
All right. We are now currently out of combat. Action combat.
Whew! I say to the dwarf,
I will,
I'll ask the dwarf, do you know how to steer and drive this ship?
Yeah.
Good.
teach me.
I get a pass.
Yep. You get a ride to where we're going.
You might want to tell the rest of your people to leave.
I ain't telling
Well,
them shit.
Get it.
I quit.
But we can
Hope
always
you
use
don't
another
mind the
dwarf.
cold.
The cold. I love the cold. Cold's great. It's fine.
Fantastic.
So is the front the only way to get out of the ship?
No. The top of this cabin here doesn't have it. It's only got like a small windshield, and it's open top.
I'll turn to Argent and say, I'm going to check out the rest of the ship.
Boss. They call me Bobo. May I ask what your guys' names are?
I am Calypso.
Boss Calypso. Okay.
Argent.
Boss Argent. Got it.
That's
Boss
Cedro.
Boss Cedro. Got it.
We are the hand.
Oh. I heard of you. You guys are the ones responsible for killing half of Waterdeep, aren't you? You guys are amazing.
By the way, Jazera sticks her head in over the lip as she's hearing this, going,
Yeah.
"Is everybody okay down? What was that? What was?"
Yeah, aren't you guys?
I'm like crawling my way out.
Didn't you guys
Don't-
like
Don't even listen.
kill half of Waterdeep with zombies or something?
That was not us.
I pause while like picking up the other 2 bodies, and I just look up, and then I just
Wait, I
start
pointed very.
slinking away slowly with the 3 bodies, just like in
I
my
don't think
arms, like trying to carry them back upstairs.
Can we see him from the inside the ship?
No, not from this
Okay.
little ship.
Oh no.
For if Jazera happened to look back over her shoulder, I'm just like, eh.
Yeah, you see Baron slinking off with dead people.
I just turn around with a snarl and say, that was not our doing.
Oh, I get it. Hush mouths and lips and shit and all.
Yeah, you know, we never did. You could have let Fire know, you know, that her little friend was a real asshole.
Fucking brownies.
I pull Cedro aside. Is your brother into, you know, because he just pulled 3 bodies. Is it something not right with that boy?
Yes.
I don't know. I usually let him do whatever he wants.
Ah,
He's definitely
As I then go and I go over to the hatch and I cast spider climb.
Not
and
right.
I climb out.
Okay.
And I paint the hand symbol on the outside of the ship.
Oh, it is you guys.
I am with a weird bunch of people. That's just.
Yep.
That's some impressive shit that you guys do.
As Calypso gets out of the ship and passes by Varen, like gathering up the dead bodies, she just kind of looks at him and just shakes her head. Okay. And she'll walk off.
It helped with the rudder bog, okay? It helped with the rudder bog, and when we took this ship, I had like 20 and helped us take the ship.
Is no one gonna explain to me what happened to Waterdeep? Is
No.
that just gonna be? Okay.
That was a while ago.
I-
He's learned his lesson with brownies.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. So he's responsible for that?
don't throw brownies.
Only one of you? That's impressive.
We don't throw brownies ever.
Origin,
That's
I'd
right.
like
That's
to go
right,
back-
boss. No. It's...
I'd like to go back to my group at the moment. I think I need some strong whiskey.
Good idea.
Boss, we should probably unattach this and attach it in a normal way so it just doesn't fall out on its own. I don't want you guys thinking like I did something. I just gonna point that out there. Eventually the wind will just rip this fucker out.
Yeah. All right. I suppose we should do that.
All right,
I could land it on top if you want. Well, if someone ride with me, you can watch what's going on.
Oh, that's right. I'm outside.
You said you want to learn how to fly this sucker anyway.
Yep, I'm making my way back up.
Yeah, no, Jazera's going to find Arthur
Alright.
because she realizes she's with a large group that's responsible for half the murder of a major metropolis city.
I'll explain
go.
it to you on the way back up.
Mm. Somehow I don't
Meanwhile,
think
I'm
I'll be
like-
feeling better.
No.
Well, that second seat there, it was made for, well, he kind of pushes the charred half-orc out of the way. For a larger folk, kind of like yourself, if you want to take that spot, I can... And it needs a second, so
Takes two.
you understand basic aerodynamics, huh? Like, you dynamically fly through the air with the push.
Yeah, he's got projectiles down. We're good.
Yeah.
Saw that. All right. So basically, backseat controls left and right using the tail fin. Front has spin side to side, up and down. And he starts pointing out the controls and explaining to each one what they do. They call me Bobo. From a long time ago, it was just they used to call me Beyond Boats, because I could pilot anything beyond a boat. I don't like land vehicles, but I can do pretty much everything else.
Okay.
Boats and beyond, Bobo. You know what I'm saying? As you sit in here, be careful with these things on your right-hand side along the wall there. Those are bombs that you drop out the side. Like, we go up to upside down and you drop, bam. You got bombs on them.
Oh, like actual bombs.
Yeah, like you drop them and you let go and they fall to the ground and explode. They use some kind of substance made in the north. It's like a pretty
Origins
purplish
gonna be
color.
Guess what
Ah.
Origin's going to be establishing?
I'm familiar.
Careful, they blow up really easy, so you don't want to like bump them, and so that's why I was letting you know. All right, you ready? Here we go.
Let's go.
By the way,
This
have we
dwarf
named this ship?
has
Is Cedro still standing on the outside of it?
no, I thought he climbed up and out.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
No,
Yeah, I'm
there's
at the
there's no name.
You guys have not named your ship. That's bad luck. That's the reason y'all keep getting attacked.
This is the first time.
Somehow, knowing your reputation as, citywide destroyers, I doubt that.
Can someone help me?
As you're like casually
You're
pulling
trying to
guys
drag
up,
all the
you're
dead people.
pulling dead people up a ladder. You do still have your old strength though, which is
Yeah. It's more awkward than like difficult, like getting heavy.
every once in a while you have to like fold a guy up wrong, and you're like, awkward.
I then I was like, what? Oh, that's right, we haven't named it. So I then I'll write in-
Argent, go ahead and roll me a intelligence piloting check.
I think we will put it to a group vote.
Oh, Cedra's already
This
outside.
new chip I'm calling the opposable thumb.
Oh, you're still drawing on that ship as it's like undocking from the ship.
I've got spider climb on him.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna just go with regular intelligence.
Yep.
I will flash of genius to get a 19.
All right. So you beat the 15 that was needed on your first training session on learning how to fly these things.
Cool, not dead.
Not dead yet.
And with that, you guys are able to land on the flat part of the platform over the top of the balloon part of the dirigible that they keep up there, and you're able to dock on top. Now that you got now that you can see this vehicle from the top, it looks like it is a like a worm, like a long worm with teeth at the end, and it has folding wings that fold out from it on either side. In the back, there seems to be some sort of hybrid of a steam-based, magical-based engine on the back.
Interesting.
As you get out, Bobo like lifts his glasses and top hat off, not top hat, his top cap, with the leather coming off. You can see that he has short hair only on one side of his head. His beard is kind of cut short. You're probably thinking that is mainly more so that his hair doesn't get in the way of controls.
Sure.
He's short and squat, even more so than most dwarves. Well, boss, what's next?
Well, you know how to shovel coal?
Sure do.
Great.
That needn't didn't?
I'm sure we can put you to work.
First, whenever you want. First thing. Happy to help.
See Crab.
Crab? Oh, he was the one that betrayed the old boss. I got it. Yeah.
I wouldn't bring that up.
Oh, I don't care. I quit. You the new boss.
Sure am.
So you just want me to go down below and shovel coal, talk to Crab?
Well, I'll bring him down there to Crab.
Okay, you escort him along the way. It seems like he knows where he's going. Like he's been here before.
Crap.
As these are all members of the crew that used to work for the guy that owned this previously. The same group.
Sure.
Where his head ended up in. Ooh, I gotta do something with this head.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Jazera and I make our way up to the bar. And I want to make sure everything's okay. Like, there was other ships, weren't there? Or was it just that one?
We took care of that.
2 of them limped off.
Gotcha. So I wanna walk around and just kind of check and make sure there's no stowaways. And I want to tell the Tabaxi to.
As soon as you think stowaways in your head, you happen to glance over and see the 2 dwarfs from Icewind Dale. They just kind of like raise their glasses to you and go back to drinking.
Speaking of stowaways. No, I just want to make sure that nobody got out on the ship and are hiding to do bad things.
Go ahead and roll me a perception as you start looking around. Are you guys actively searching for people?
I have the Tabaxi helping out.
You have the Tabaxi helping out as well?
Yeah.
So you guys can separate this up into 2 groups, like 2 different groups, and do try to get assistance for somebody's role and assistance for somebody else's role.
Jazera, would you like to help me look for any stowaways?
All right.
Sure. What's the actual role?
Investigation for searching.
Let's go, Luna.
Oh, I will assist. I will definitely not take primary on that.
All right. As you can see, as you relay your commands, Jacob looks at you and says, "I suggest Nike look out for people. I'll help her."
That sounds good.
I rolled a 14 to assist.
And he barely assists her.
Alright, so that means I get... No, where are they?
The club's talents lie in other directions.
Hey, it's good enough. That means I get advantage, right?
Yes.
She said.
Not the phrase you want to hear at the end, but all right.
That is definitely not better. Total 27.
All right. As you are like looking around, you're using one of the scopes on the side, and you see that there is some kind of device attached to the side of the ship. Looks like some kind of like rune that has been like magnetically attached to the side of the ship.
I'll show Jazera.
Know that?
Do you think that you could fly over there and check that out?
Is it a rune that's attached to the ship, or is it like a device?
It looks like a magnet or a device that has a rune on it that is attached to the ship.
If you can get the ship to stop flying, so that the second I fly
the ship
off...
has been slowing down for a while.
Yeah.
All right. I will Misty step out to it.
You feel comfortable to keep up with it at this speed.
Okay. I'll look at Calypso. Do you want to fly with me?
No. I'm good on that. I like standing on my feet.
So I'll hop out, fly.
Okay.
Again, it's not as graceful as it probably should be. And she flies to where the device is.
Okay.
What is it?
There seems to be some intricate runes, like looks like on some side, sort of kind of lodestone or magical device attached to the side of the ship.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me a knowledge arcana to know what it is, to recognize what it is.
Can I assist from the little
not from
telescope?
No. Okay. I have no idea what it is, so I'm just gonna move back 30
Yeah,
feet.
it doesn't look like it's native to the ship.
Okay, I'm gonna fly away about 30, 40 feet.
Okay.
Actually, I can keep up the ship. I'm gonna fly away 60 feet. And I'm gonna cast Flame Bolt on it.
All right, roll to hit.
Don't burn the ship.
16?
16 hits. Go
You
ahead and
also
roll
have
damage.
bless, but oh no, bless is over. Bless is way
And
over.
yeah, too far away at this point as well.
13 points of damage.
Okay.
Is it still attached?
As you hit it, it seems like the magic kind of like fades from it.
Okay. Then I'll just go and kick it off at that point.
All right. When you go up and you try to kick it, it doesn't seem to move.
Uh-oh.
As it's the lodestone or the magnetic force that is attached it is pretty strong.
Am I watching this through
You just watched her like shoot the side of the ship and then run up and kind of is like doing something against the side of the ship.
I'm gonna cast detect magic. Do I see any magic, feeling magic radiating from it?
Yes, there is magic radiating from it.
Still?
Yes. It's powerful.
I'm gonna wrap a rope around it, tie it off real good. Just
Well, it's more flat, so it's not like a pillar sticking out. It's more of like a flat kind of thing.
Okay, well this thing's pissing me off. So I am gonna go hyper destructive.
Not on our new ship.
Well,
no,
somebody
this
else.
is the old ship.
Oh.
It's still the ship.
Still our ship.
This is the airship. Yeah.
So is this the big ship or the small ship we just got?
This is the big airship,
Big
the
ship.
dirigible.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm gonna put a hole in it.
We've already got holes in it.
You get positive credit, and then you immediately have to wash it out with negative credit. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a hole in it. I'm going to fly back about another 60 feet. Get irritated because she does not much care for this, and she's gonna cast Vitrionic Sphere on it.
I could just dispel it.
You can
cast-
speak up before she starts doing magic.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought. Can I?
Yeah,
You can see her flying around. You just can't
Oh.
see the thing from where it's at, so you can't help decipher
I mean-
what it is.
She just
Actually-
attacked the ship once, so.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I would tell her that I can dispel whatever it is.
in the middle of a highly destructive, powerful spell.
I
Oh
don't-
yeah, we can do that. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, a large 20-foot sphere of acid was forming in her hands. And she was about to
That's
hurl
why.
it at
You don't want to do that on the ship.
She's about to spear bomb the ship.
Vapu
Oh,
would be really mad.
sorry about that. Yeah, let me go grab y'all real quick.
Putting giant
Then I will
20-foot
fly,
holes
grab
in the
her, and
side of the
pull
ship
her
is probably not a good thing either.
She's like scrunched up in a little ball, as if you're holding her scruff.
She's holding it very firmly.
It doesn't matter.
Actually, Buckle, if you don't mind me doing something real quick, you might want to make a perception check.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. I am not very perceptive. Okay, I am very perceptive. Just kidding. 20.
Her skin doesn't feel like it looks.
Oh.
So she's holding you, and she's flying and holding you like that. So you can do what you can do about it.
Okay. Nothing right now because you're holding her over the sky.
All right.
It's all right. I got you. Worst case scenario, I can teleport us back to the ship.
A whole new world.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
Never knew.
All right. So
Okay.
you're trying to dispel the magic.
Yep, I cast Dispel Magic on it.
All right. You're gonna have to roll against the spell because it is beyond.
Yep.
I guess I should ask you at what level are
That
you casting
was
dispel magic?
what I was going to look at. Dispel Magic, 3rd level or lower. Higher level, when cast this spell using a spell slot of 4th level or higher, you automatically end its effects of a spell on the target if the spell's level is equal to or less than the level of the spell slot you use.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would probably go all out and use my use a 4th level spell.
Don't you cast 5th level spell magic?
I can. Ah, fuck. Sure.
Is that what you
I
use?
only have one left, but okay.
Is that what you use?
Yeah, I'll use the 5th level because I just want it gone.
Then you dispel the magic.
Watch, it's what's holding the ship aloft.
Is the plate fall off?
No, it's still there, but the magic is no longer in the device.
I look up at Jazera. Is it? Did it work?
Cast detect magic again.
It's no longer magical. It's just like the normal lodestone holding it against the wall, the magnetic.
Can I take my dagger and try to pry it off of the wall?
You can try.
Just kind of.
You can't seem to get your dagger in there because it's a super powerful magnet.
I think this is best when we land next. Let Argent play.
I cast unmagnify. Oh,
It fails.
No, I
It becomes blurry as all heck.
I don't
It
know.
fails.
I don't know if Mage Hand would work. Mage Hand is probably stronger than I am.
It is stronger than you
Can I
are,
try using the Mage
and
Hand?
it is not strong enough.
Okay.
It's got a weight limit,
Okay. Well, I guess it's
and the
there
pounds
for
of
now.
force holding this against the ship is way more than what.
Can you bring me back onto the ship, please, now? Thank you.
Okay. And then I start swooping a little bit. And just fly up, fly around the ship.
Try to
She's doing
grab
that
onto her.
like cat scared thing.
Yeah.
It's all claws.
Calm down, calm down, calm down. Grab my
Alright.
wings. We'll go
You
to
make it
orbit.
back up onto the ship.
And immediately, once she puts me down, I turn around and say, "What are you?
Jazera.
You are not what you seem. This is not."
Sweetheart, we're both girls here. None of us are what we seem. That's part of our charm.
Why don't you show us your real form?
I don't do that often, and I don't intend to do it up here. Toodles! And then I dimension door down to the my room.
Where's Varpu? I run to find Varpu and tell her.
Mom!
You don't find Varpu, but you do find. You do end up running into Varen and Cedro as they're dragging bodies to.
Well, no, I would be finishing the naming of the ship.
Oh, okay. So then you run across Varen dragging. He's dragging like a body like 40 feet, and then he runs and gets the other one, drags it like 40 feet, and then grabs another one and grabs.
I run.
and then,
I
like-
run over and grab it. Varen, come.
I'm just
Press
I'm
the
a little busy
digitation.
here.
Oh,
Oh,
she
I
just
mean,
cleaned you.
Oh, okay.
Come
I'll
with
sit there.
me. Come with me.
Don't move.
Come with
Yes?
me.
What?
Drag
Okay,
him
I'll follow after her.
to whoever's room is closer.
All right. You're probably the closest to Varen's room at this point.
Okay.
Where you guys are.
Yeah.
I'll get him in there and shut the
It
door and.
stinks really bad in here.
Oh, sorry. It's the head. Don't worry about it.
This is where you also see the door that's busted down with the claw marks all around it. You see the rotting head on the door.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Bob-
see the
Bob-
rotting
Bob
head on the
got away.
table.
Where is Bob?
I don't know. He's been gone for before we got back.
She just like covers her mouth
Oh,
with.
here.
all our clothes.
I mean, yeah. I'm like. Wait. Can I do anything with
Just
I
thaumaturgy?
can see you.
before I vomit all
I
over
can
the
just
place.
see you like randomly grabbing like a piece of cloth and just like covering up the head on the table.
There, before I vomit, before I vomit all over the place. Listen, Jazera is not what she seems. I don't know what she is, but she carried me, and I felt something not her. I don't know what she is.
Well,
And I asked about it, and she booped out.
okay. Prior to today, I would have been concerned, but I would say it doesn't matter right now. She saved me.
Yeah,
She flew
she
out.
didn't drop me off the ship
No.
either.
I fell off the ship, and she flew after me when she didn't have to.
Yes, But I am still worried about why is she not showing us who she is?
Well, we don't know her history at all. She so far has not betrayed us. She's offered us money and information and guidance. Yes,
Yes, but-
she's very pushy. She
But-
flirts way too much with everyone.
Us out of
And-
all people should know how easy it is to deceive people.
Yes, but also each of us have our secrets, or things maybe we're ashamed of, or things
As he
we need
says
to
that,
keep
you get
hidden
that
from
sick
others.
smell feeling. Ooh.
You wanted to come into this room. I mean, you know what I have here.
I did not know that. Okay. Oh,
Ooh,
Baldric.
Baldric. Yeah, I'm gonna do something about the head. Don't worry. But I think you should
I
give
just.
her opportunity to come clean and ask her. Don't accuse her.
I did ask her.
No, you probably demanded.
What's the difference?
I tried to get as like imposing as I could. I cast thaumaturgy and I'm just like, tell your secrets. And then I say, can you please tell us what's going on? That's some of the difference.
You are a lot
No.
scarier as a giant.
I'm not trying to be scary for my family.
Okay. Wow.
Or you can just drug her.
Ah! Thanks! And I clap him on the cheek and I'll walk out the door. And go, huh?
Why is the first thing I hear, I'll do something about the head, don't worry?
You'll find out. Baron's collecting bodies again.
Just missed a really good role-playing scene between the two of them. That was actually really awesome.
Oh man. He's got like a month old rotting head sitting on his table in his room that he keeps forgetting to do.
It's
stuff
still
with.
there!
Yeah,
It's like
it sure is.
It's like
Yeah.
Did
it's
you not even temple repose that shit?
it's like gooey now.
No, I haven't had a chance to describe what I did during those 5 days.
Oh. And like
Please don't. Please don't.
since the battle on the ship, it's rolled around a lot, so it's like there's like goo all over the place.
And there's about to be more.
There's also 3 more people in his room now.
No, they're outside
I don't-
currently. but
Oh
I'm
yeah,
moving
they're out in
them
the hallway.
I don't
That's
know
when
if
you
you've
show up,
been-
Baltrig. You see Calypso like kind of storming out of Varen's room, like about to throw up. You obviously smell something terrible, and there's 3 bodies in the hallway.
I turn around and I walk the other way.
Yeah.
How you doing? I didn't see that. I wasn't there. I don't know.
I am leaving before I get asked to do something about it.
Baldric!
Oh,
Baldric!
can you help me?
No.
I chase after Baldric!
I'm getting in the elevator back towards the workshop, and I'm just going, I'm sorry, it's really loud down there. I can't. I've gone dead, and then the door shuts.
I use my Tabaxi movement to try to get into the
She
elevator.
just runs in like a little fast cat. Just darts in as you're
I
saying.
probably run right into it.
Oh man, it like almost shuts on her tail.
Baldric!
Elevator's going down now though.
Awkward silence.
I'm just staring at Calypso. Just doing the slow blink.
Moving bodies.
I wanted to tell you to watch out for Jezera. She is not what she seems. That
He's
is all.
not a shifty tiefling from a group of traveling wanderers.
No.
Oh. Is she a shifty something else from a group of traveling wanderers?
I don't know what she is. She would not show me her form.
Oh, so she's something with another form, though.
Yes. Something bigger. She is disguising herself.
Oh.
That
I
is
mean,
all
I sealed
wanted.
myself in a living hazmat suit, so I'm not really gonna judge.
The dragon.
By the way, did you take that potion?
Yeah.
Did I take the potion?
At
Had
the-
that already been discovered?
Yeah.
Determined?
At this point, Varpu and Baltrick have both taken the potion.
So, the only thing that I was going to do before actually taking the potion was, I already talked with you, Buckle, about
Yeah.
how I was experimenting with the potion in my blood.
Mm-hmm.
Does my blood, after being treated with the potion, have the same effect on my regular infected blood as the potion? Or does it require a direct exposure to the potion?
No, it works with your blood, but only your blood.
Okay. Okay, so after my blood's been treated, my blood has an effect on the creep.
Yes, but only
Okay,
with your blood.
yeah. Okay, then I would take the potion.
And Varpu wouldn't take it unless you would, and so
Okay.
to make her take it, you took it.
You guys would have a standoff.
Basically, you guys stared at each other for like a long time, arguing about who needs to take it.
That is,
Tying her down.
that is all I wanted to tell you.
Oh,
Also, we
okay.
just got attacked. And they killed
Oh,
a whole
is that
bunch
what
of
that
people.
noise was?
Yes. And I did this really cool move, and I just went pew 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 pew, and I just killed a bunch of people.
She Cuisinarted across the battlefield.
I look really close to see how dilated Calypso's eyes are to see if she's high.
She doesn't look like she's chemically high, but she's definitely excited.
Cat.
She's got like that cat. I'm about to push something off the edge of the shelf.
Also, there was something on the side of the ship. They put something on the side of the ship, but I dispelled it. But it's still there because I'm too weak to get it off.
Wait, there's something
There-
on the wing?
Y-
Some
There was.
thing?
I hate you.
The old people in the group got that joke.
Oh yeah.
No, there
Alright,
was like a sigil. There was this magical sigil that was there, and it's
Did
like
you tell Argent?
stuck. No, I haven't seen him yet. I went and I just the thing with Jazera happened, and then I went to find somebody, and I found Varen, and his room is really gross. And then you came along, so I had to come and tell you.
Of course his room is really gross. It's Varen.
Yes.
Yeah.
We really need to talk to him about his little dead person obsession.
You do remember that one of my nightly duties was to go retrieve him from the necropolis occasionally, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
We really need to talk to him about this.
He worships a god of death. I've given up at this point.
There's
Pretty
a
sure
difference
that-
between worshipping a god of death and worshipping dead things.
I'm not. I think it's more about making dead things worship him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember the whole
Washing.
bathing thing?
Yeah, I remember that. You don't have to remind me about it.
It's hard to forget. I drink a lot.
I need to start drinking more.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Alright, do we get to the bottom?
Yeah. You guys get to the
Oh, the
bottom.
elevator landed like 5 minutes ago. We've just been standing here talking.
Okay, you
this
can
is
go
where
now.
you see Argent leading some other dwarf, the one that you were in that ship with, leading him through the coal area, pointing out shovels.
Calypso goes, Argent!
I lean around her and just go, just give up. She already did it to me. Just
She
let it happen.
already ran.
As Calypso comes running up through the little bit of coal that's left.
Oh. Argent! I've already told everybody else. Almost everybody else. Watch out for Jazera. She is not what she seems. Okay, I'm going now.
As in,
Also, there's a thing on the side of the ship.
Thank you.
what do you?
It was magical. I took care of it, but it's still there.
No, the first
It's still there.
part.
You didn't take care of it.
I'm back in the
Alright.
elevator.
The first part.
What? What'd you
The
say?
first-
I walk over to Arjun and I'm like, yeah, I guess Jazera's using either some sort of glamour or some sort of shapeshifter or something.
Calypso just runs around and goes to tell everybody.
I don't know.
Okay.
You know, after he gets the 3 bodies into his room, he's
Yeah.
gonna go look for Jazera's room
Okay.
that she's been claiming, and then just knock on the door.
There's a knock on your door.
Who is it?
It's Varen.
One moment, please. There's some small chanting. And the door opens. She's on the other side of the room. Yes, Varen. How can I help you?
I just want to say thank you for saving me.
Oh, what did you expect me to do? Let you plummet to your death?
No, I didn't expect that, honestly, but I'm still thankful. It's the right thing to do. Mom always
Wouldn't be the
tells
first
me.
time.
Varpu always tells me to, be
Mama
thankful
always
to
told
others.
me.
Mom always told me.
You should save people from falling.
She'll slowly walk 1 foot in front of the other across the room, and then just pat him lightly on the cheek and go, "You're a sweet boy, Varen. Not my type anymore, but you're a sweet.
Anymore.
I couldn't
Oh, yeah.
let you own it. It would have made
I'm-
people sad. And as a performer, part of my job is to make people happy."
Yeah, no, that's good, because, yeah, I mean, I'm okay with you not having attracted me because nothing. But
Yeah, no, there's nothing from head to toe. I mean, you're a solid 4. I'm just being honest with you.
You don't know what she's
Well, it's
talking
okay.
about. That's like
Like,
totally
okay.
beyond fair.
so
But it's okay. It's
Like a
alright.
couple of Ken dolls.
just
Yeah.
just for the sake of it, whatever whatever you are, unless you mean harm to my family, I don't care.
But what I am. What are you referring to?
I mean, Calypso's probably telling everyone by now that you're something else.
Yeah, she does get a little excitable, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a room
Let me-
over, you guys hear her going.
You'll never guess what I just found out.
Baron, let me, and she kind of pulls you in the room and closes the door.
He just steps in like, okay.
She kind of looks at you and she's like, "Just so you know, being a priest, you're actually my least favorite person to be around. I have a bad history with them. But let me just tell you, since that's the case, I mean no harm to your family. I am who I appear to be, if though I might not appear as I am. Does that answer all questions?"
I mean, yeah, I understand that. I mean, I've been like 4 different things.
Yeah, I've
So-
heard. I've heard the stories. You tend to mourn for a lot. That's kind of odd, but you know. Also, and she kind of leans in close to you with, and her eyes get a little bright. "Tell me about Baldric. What is he like? What's he like under that armor?"
I don't think I've ever seen him take it all off. Like he's at least had a boot on at at all times or something.
Well, I mean, if you don't want to leave your boots on, I suppose that's fine.
And well, I mean, he kills people, like a lot of people.
Yeah, so do y'all. I just like to point out. Apparently,
That-
y'all were responsible for the death of half of the city.
That was an accident. I did not know the brownie would do that.
She kind of gets a very serious look on your face, and says, "I understand. I understand sometimes death has to happen. And I understand that sometimes people need that death. That's just how things are." And then she goes back to being her normal Jazera type self. Like, but anyway, tell me what he lacks.
Looks at her like,
Inside.
I mean, I guess if you did something good for his armor, he'd probably be happy. Like gadgets or gears or
rope.
Rope.
Interesting. I think I'll talk to Arjun about that one. Thank you very much.
You might need to use a
Rope.
blackboard and a diagram. He really likes explaining things, and if you did that, maybe that would intrigue. Like, you know, I don't know. I have not seen him date anyone or express any interest. He's usually just watched me watching, and then he clams up.
So he's into voyeurism. I can work with that. I can make that happen. Okay. Well, this has been quite a pleasant talk, Baron. And let you know, if you ever in need of help, I will be there to assist you and your family.
What did the priests do to you?
She gets a very guarded look.
No, I didn't. I'm not one of them. I haven't done anything to you.
But these are also conversations I don't have. Now, if you'd be so kind, and she hands the door open, a lady is asking you to step out the room.
I look around, like, looking for the lady for half a second. Oh. And then
Oh, she just gets a dirty look on her face.
But the thing is, you know, he's actually looking. Like,
Yeah. That's why she got the dirty look. He's not being an ass. He's like, where? I don't see. Look here, string bean. Get out my room.
All right. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I think we already know what I'm doing.
You guys doing anything else on the ship on the way to Icewind Dale?
yeah, I'm gonna do some undead crafting.
Okay.
I'm still working on copying stuff with Archie.
All right.
I was slowly beginning to work on a greater version of the Create Lesser Undead. I'm gonna start using these 3 bodies to do that.
Awesome.
Anytime I see Calypso, I give her a slow wink.
Calypso gives her the stink eye. And seriously thinks about casting Dispel Magic on her.
Do it. Do it.
Not yet.
All right. Anybody trying to learn anything? Go ahead and roll.
In the background.
What was that, Baltrick?
I love Eric in the background as the peanut gallery just do it.
Arjun is the little devil on my shoulder.
Yes, do it. You know you want to.
So over the next.
Well, it wasn't even like it didn't even have the evil intonation. It was just the most distantly flat. Do it. Show me what you got.
Do it. Do it.
All right. For the next 9 days, you can work on anything that you are currently learning or any skills that you are currently trying to learn.
How to fly.
Fly the ship. That ship. Okay. Go ahead and make the 9 rolls, and the guy will gladly teach you.
I will assist by painting the directions on the knobs and switches.
Oh, I want to go to
You as well can learn do intelligence check pilot.
I want to go to Cedro's room.
Cedro.
And see the painting.
The painting that was done was actually in Varen's room inside the hand.
Oh,
the non-smelly room.
The non-smelly room.
When you do stop by Cedro's room on the airship, you realize that the entirety of the inside of his room is like one giant mural, including the floor and ceiling. It almost looks like he doesn't even know he's been painting in here. As you look around, it looks like a big landscape in like all directions. Everything's like light and dark brown hills in every direction with little beings on it with slashes of brown like everywhere. It looks like there's a sunset on one side and the darkness and a moonrise on the other. You can see brown has just been like swiped through everything. So it looks like almost like how when you were a very young child, what you remember a sandstorm being like.
Okay.
Inside this, you see there is a giant, like, dark figure with other figures inside of it. The giant figure would be looks like kind of like it would be like a, compared to the other little figures amongst the sandstorm, looks like the figure is like a 30-foot tall head or something like that. It's something really large. And there's just tons of little figures on the hills around with these glowing little bluish eyes.
Do I know the landscape?
No.
I don't recognize it.
It just reminds you of the Koma Sheaf, traveling through Koma Sheaf when you were a kid. Just
Okay,
a sandstorm that you were in a long time ago.
And
It's got that same feeling to it.
Okay.
Hard to see through.
And the creatures with the blue eyes.
Can't tell. They're black and dark and like blobs.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, does it kind of make me think of any sort of tall tales that might have been told? Okay.
Nope.
That is weird.
Really, that's the weirdness. That's the. Look at your family. All right.
I grew up with them.
I'm adorable.
Baltrig, are you beginning to do any of that special ability that you have your capability of?
Am I converting myself into a robot, you mean?
Yeah.
Been thinking about that. I actually need to have a conversation with you about exactly what that would entail and what the ramifications would be. So for right now, the answer is no. Baltrig wouldn't be doing that.
Okay.
He'd probably be like sketching out schematics and ideas of how to use it, but he wouldn't be using it on himself yet.
Okay.
What he has been doing is he's been gradually, and why he missed the combat because he was making so much freaking noise on his own. He's been modifying and changing his armor from splint heavy armor into half plate medium armor.
Nice.
He's been gradually removing places and removing the underworkings and the devices that are like littered underneath the paneling throughout the armor, taking some of the splint sections of metal and then heating them up and then forging them together and molding them into the actual pieces of half plate. And
awesome.
then looking at the things that he's created for the underlayer for all of his abilities and spells, bouncing ideas off of Argent and then reworking them to work under the armor's new form.
Third arm.
What?
Adapt the armor for a third arm.
Why do I need to adapt the armor for my dick?
I mean, build yourself a third arm.
Wow.
Argent's just blank faced. It just keeps asking.
Like an arm, not a
arm. Fifth arm.
That's okay. I don't make jokes armor. I don't make jokes often. Which arm? Your arm?
Fifth arm. Another arm. Additional arm. How many arms do you have? I don't know.
I mean, it's been a while since you've seen me without the armor. It's a good question to ask.
Baltrig.
Nah, I can probably make an attachment point. I could probably make a couple attachment points for a prosthetic arm. I don't know what I'd use them for, but I could probably do that.
Servo attachment spots.
Well, Jazera is quite interested what those attachments might be.
You have a strange desire for a third arm.
Or fifth.
Or however, another arm. I don't.
Just slow blinking at Argent. Yeah, all right. What do you think? You think it'd be better on the side, or do you think it'd be better on the back?
Back, obviously. Then you praise the machine gods.
Ew, where? Not in my workshop. Get the fuck out.
Probably like shoulder blade.
I'm specifically not making deals with deities. Like,
What?
that's the thing my character's actually done. I have made a not deal.
Made a not deal.
That is a wise decision.
Eh. He started to like me after I did that. I'm not entirely sure.
Don't want his attention.
All right.
All right, I can do that.
Baron would seek out Baldric just to alert him that Jazera seems to have an interest in him, and trying to encourage Baldric, like, hey, this is a chance, and like you have, in his brotherly way of, hey, you really haven't been with anyone. This is a good opportunity.
It's time for a hookup, bro.
Do you say anything even remotely like that?
Yes.
Nobody that you know of. And then I just shut the door in his face.
Ooh, you slut.
Then I open it back up. I'm like, really? I'm a smuggler. I spend months at a time out of the city and at sea. You think I haven't been with anybody?
Yeah.
You don't talk about it. She's
No,
just
why would I tell you? And I shut the door again.
Yeah, why don't you tell me? We never talk.
He's like, we don't talk anymore.
You spent all this time watching me. I mean, we could at least have a conversation.
I open the door again, and this time I just leave it open and then lean against the door jam and go, all right, let me ask you a question then. On a scale of 1 to 10, how many corpses are in your room right now?
3.2.
Why don't we talk, Baron?
I mean, I don't normally have corpses in my room. I haven't had that many.
Really? Why'd I have to lock your closet with an arcane lock, Baron?
That is. I mean, yes, you did. But previously, before this airship, I wasn't able to bring them home.
What were you using as personal bathers back in the arm, Baron?
Hey.
Where were you storing them?
In the closet.
Why don't we talk, Baron?
Because you wouldn't allow me in the workshop.
Why don't I allow you in the workshop, Baron?
Because I'd probably put undead in there.
Because sulfur and phosphorus are combustible, and you're always surrounded by corpses.
Okay.
I love you dearly. I don't not talk to you because I don't like you. I don't talk to you because you're a hazard to my health. And I mean that in a non-violent way. Corpses will make me sick, and up until recently I had a lethal disease.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is also when my romance has ended.
But now you're cured, so,
I shut the door in his face.
That way.
I turn back to Argent and dust my hands off and go, what were we doing? Arm.
Arm.
Oh, like an attachment.
Yeah. And I just go back to work.
You know the thing.
Baron's totally gonna start talking to the head.
Oh, you're gonna pull a Swearinger? That's hilarious.
So weird.
I never once said you were weird. Not once in that entire discussion did Baldric call Baron weird.
True.
I've called you weird other times. We're all weird.
All right. Well, the next 9 days go by uneventfully, and you guys arrive. It's a lot colder now. Crab has been passing out larger coats to the crew and offering larger, thicker fur coats to you guys as well, if you guys wanted any. Well,
with my resistance, I'm fine.
Yeah, you don't really. You don't.
Still have frost resistance.
Do you have your Do you have your hat?
Did you not have it?
No, your hat got destroyed, didn't it?
No, I got the hat back.
It got
Well,
saved
then-
by the
Yeah,
kobold.
no, we saved the hat.
Yeah, then
But I haven't attuned to it, but I could.
I mean, would you have?
Yeah.
Then you don't feel anything.
Have we seen the kobold since we left?
No.
I haven't looked.
Okay.
No one's really looked. No one's spoken to it.
Okay. Do I need a coat with my fur?
Yes.
Okay.
Lara doesn't need a coat. She's got cold boots.
I find the fanciest coat there is.
No.
Yeah, my new body doesn't seem to mind.
It's probably not very fancy, but
My new body does not seem to mind. That's hilarious.
I'd like to point that out. Both the tieflings are walking around in normal outfits.
Cedro, you do look a little cold. Your
Argent
skin is turning
Argent
blue.
looks a little bit more comfortable up in this weather.
Goliath.
The Tabaxi are a little cold.
They got hair. They're fine.
It's fur.
whatever.
I guess as the only other things I would do for like the 9 days that we were traveling up there is knowing where we're going, I would take the time to try to craft some cold weather clothing.
Okay.
Or to try to incorporate some of that into my armor, if possible.
Over the 9 days, you could easily incorporate cold weather fur lining to your armor.
So there is something Calypso wanted to do.
Okay.
When Baldric's done.
Okay. The only other thing I was going to do was, over that period of time as well, if you want, I can make a medicine check for this. Baldric is going to find, like, a small metal, if possible, but, like, a small chest. And over the period of days, extract and bottle as much of his blood as he can do safely and store it in cold storage on the airship.
Well, you definitely would have to do medicine
Yeah.
and alchemy with that. You're gonna have to find somebody who is actually proficient in alchemy tools.
Aaron could probably help you with that.
Me.
Okay. Well, then then you could definitely do it. Just make a medicine check. You're gonna need to make a medicine alchemy check for each day that you do it.
Okay. So medicine plus proficiency bonus for the tools?
Yes.
Sure.
One for alchemy and then one for medicine.
Sure. So for
Medicine
check,
for
is that
extracting the stuff, and then alchemy for keeping it
for
over
properly
time.
storing it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So for the alchemy check, just intelligence modifier and proficiency, or
What was that? Sorry.
for the alchemy check, do you want me to do intelligence modifier and my
And
proficiency
tools.
modifier, or
No, tools.
okay,
Yeah,
so
proficiency modifier.
for the tools and then intelligence. Okay.
Yeah.
So that one is a 21
Okay.
for the storage.
Okay.
And then for the extraction, for the medicine, that one not as good. That one is just a medicine check.
Mm-hmm.
8. So
Okay.
21 for figuring out how to store it, 8 for extracting it.
All right. So the first day you got the storage set up, but it just didn't get it go through the tubes right to get inside the storage bottles. So your storage you don't have to roll for the second day because the first one is still good.
Okay.
So day 2.
Day 2, 20 for the medicine check.
Okay. So now you have day 2 is stored.
Okay.
All right. Storage for the third day.
Storage for the third day would be, what is that, 27.
Okay.
And then medicine, natural 20.
Nice.
And then I just do 3 days worth. I
Okay.
wouldn't do a lot. I do basically enough for like a transfusion, and then I would stop.
You got 2 pints,
Okay, I'm good then.
and you have them cold storaged in the ship.
Cool.
All right. With that, you guys get closer to the point.
I wanted to do
Oh,
something.
what are you doing?
Calypso, finding this hill that she is constantly sitting on and just overlooking Waterdeep, focuses on this cabin that she keeps seeing.
Okay.
And she decides to try to
How-
walk over to it.
How long are you spending there?
On the hill?
First time. Yeah, just overlooking before
She
you
just kind of like hangs out for a few hours, just like thinking about everything and overlooking Waterdeep and just thinking about growing up
Okay.
and everything that they've been through. And then within the hour, she kind of like looks over and just zones in on the cabin.
Okay.
And knowing that that has never been there outside of Waterdeep, she decides to check it out.
How often you visit this area, Argent?
Probably every day, before I go to bed.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a percentile. Say about 20% chance this is when Calypso decides to walk out to the thing.
Now, if she doesn't make it the first time, she's gonna try to keep going, or keep the next day and the next day.
Nine percentile roll-offs. Let's go.
90.
Wow. Perfect. So One day you come to relax after the after working and stuff, and you're like looking over Waterdeep. You see Calypso sitting there doing pretty much the same thing off the side. When you see her just kind of like staring off into the distance, and then she stands up and starts walking out to the cabin out there. You know that there's a wall, like she can't actually get to it.
Yeah.
And then she keeps walking and goes past where the wall should be, and you see her just walking out to the. She's just still going. Do you try,
I'm just kind of like, have you seen this cabin? And keeps going.
She just keeps walking further and further away.
Where are you going?
I'm going to check out this cabin.
There should be a.
No, don't.
There
stop,
should
go
be a
back.
what?
Wonka.
No.
Come on, Argent.
It's just getting smaller.
What are you waiting for?
I will run after her.
RJ comes running up to you.
Have you ever seen this?
You look back, and to where the little doorway and archway to the other hill, it looks really small and far away.
What do you get when you walk through a wall?
Really, really
Get
small.
to a cliff and you start to fall.
You have no way to
Does the
fall.
cabin
You
get
do
closer?
What was that?
Does the cabin get closer?
Yeah, you guys are getting closer and closer to this cabin.
Have you ever seen this before? Is this something that you made?
When you guys are a good 200 yards away from this cabin, you can make it out a lot more clearly. And outside, you see a dwarf with his sleeves rolled up, and you see him swinging two axes and cutting wood outside. Cha cha cha, cha cha cha.
2 axes.
As you can see, it's like a swing with an axe, and then there's another axe, and then there's a swing with an axe, and then another axe, and then a swing with an axe and another axe. And he puts the wood up, and it's the same thing. You can go over and he picks up a pile of woods, and then some wood kind of gets picked up off the ground and connects to his back as he walks over. Not necessarily. He's not dressed the same as he was once before, so not really. But you can see that the same dwarf opens the door and goes, come on inside! I just got soup ready!
Argent, who are those people?
And he walks inside. They haven't seemed to notice you yet. As you guys are kind of on the edge of a little bit of where corn and stuff would be. So you're kind of out of sight, to the field.
I'm just gonna put my hand on her shoulder and be like, I don't know if we should get closer.
This stinks
Oh,
like
no.
God.
Who
No,
are
there's
they?
always good stories that come when you go into a random person's cabin in the woods.
I
And eat
don't
food.
know.
Nothing bad ever happens there.
But they shouldn't be here.
So can't you kick them out?
So neither should we.
But this is our space. Can't you just kick them out?
That's not exactly how it works.
Roll me perception.
.2.
15.
Argent, when you start to talk about going back, you smell amazing soup.
Oh no.
Oh, you smell it's so good. You still have your wits about you, but it smells good.
We shouldn't be here.
Check the cabin. Does it have
Smells
chicken feet?
too good.
Does it have chicken feet?
Have legs.
Calypso will hold up her finger. And she'll sneak.
Roll me a stealth.
I'm right in front of you.
she just pointed her finger hold on a second, and then she just ducked down behind the fence and started going over to the cabin.
That won this for me.
Crouch like this.
I
She
crouch.
crouch like this is a video game.
18.
Damn it.
Physically restrain
Okay.
her by her skull.
You're gonna try to grab her?
Yeah, just like basketball palm herself.
Go ahead and roll.
Her off the ground as she tries to walk away.
All right, so you can roll an opposed athletics. She can roll an
Try to,
a dexterity acrobatics to not be grabbed.
Yep.
27.
He got me.
That big meaty hand of his just grabs the top of your head. Your body starts walking, but your head's not going with it.
You're walking.
Don't you
You're
want
not
to? Arjun, don't you want to see who's in there? Let go.
Now, if you want to see what's in there,
I mean, if we're going to be living with these people,
you got the.
can you let go of my head now?
No.
She's just like this.
Definitely not.
So, what are you doing?
We have like a spyglass.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you have a spyglass. You've used one before.
Yeah. Just take it out.
So you're like holding onto Calypso's head, and you're just like, shink.
Yeah. Put it into her face. Here you go. You can see inside.
Roll me a perception.
Oh, nice. I just
Arjun,
realized I
you're
actually
holding
have
me
5
under
glass
the
bottles in my
fence.
inventory.
16.
All right. Since they're not actively hiding, you peer in through the window from a distance, and you can see that
From a distance.
it looks like the same dwarf 3 times eating soup around a table in the dining room. The only thing is that one of these dwarves looks a lot more like haggard and like has seen a lot more, and you pretty sure you saw this one. This is the dwarf that had the small child under its cloak.
What?
But yeah, as you're looking, the other ones look more like more thick and more
Or thick.
like not as gaunt, not as
Robust.
yeah, they're more robust, more together with themselves. The other one looks like it's been through a lot harder times. But they all seem to be enjoying this soup that is on a kettle in the kitchen.
Arjun, that is the dwarf from
Fuck, what's it called? I cannot.
Goglin.
Yeah, Goglin. The Ravensloft. No. Fuck, I can't remember the name of that.
Raven's Glen.
Ravensglen.
Raven's Lane.
That is the same dwarf. The one that Baltrick made the non-deal with.
Oh, shit. I'm
What?
not.
Yeah.
What is he doing here? And why is there 2 others that look just like him, just bigger? Did you
I
let them
don't
in?
know.
Woo! Woo! Danger! Woo!
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Alarm bells!
Yeah.
Alarm bells!
I will. At this point, I'm gonna stop talking like with my voice,
Okay.
and I will start using my free hand and be like, "This should not be here. So whatever they're doing here is beyond us.
I sign
I
back.
suggest we maybe
Roll me
don't do
an
anything."
insight check, Argent.
Insight
Mm-hmm.
15.
You remember when you were creating the item with all the magic and you did all the calculations with everybody's circles of magic and what everybody could do, and there was just a little bit too much power than you guys had.
that guy.
Did he sneak in here?
But
I'm
if I like
signing
think
this.
back to the whole ritual of everyone casting everything, do I remember seeing some guy that shouldn't be there?
Roll
Some
me
shit
a
you remember
wisdom.
guy?
Roll me a wisdom saving throw. This is an actual save.
Stowaways.
Oh.
16.
Uh-oh.
Something fishy, but you can't quite remember it.
I signed to him.
It's on the edge.
I signed to him. Maybe we should
Maybe?
just go talk to them.
Maybe not.
I remember explaining that I saw something on Baldric, right? When the door was being opened the first time.
Wait, what happened?
I saw a celestial presence for a brief moment on you, and then it went away.
There
Yeah,
are not
just
enough
there-
showers in the world.
Jazera got
Yeah,
very defensive around you at that point.
No one else saw it.
I'll just sign back. The last 2 times we went off alone, the result was less than ideal. So
Says you.
perhaps we'll come back later.
Perhaps.
I'll just physically carry her away.
But wait. Don't.
As you are physically carrying her away, that's when you notice that there's in the cornfield somewhere, like out in the distance, you see a little monkey covered in like a little monkey kind of cat-like creature covered in jewels, just kind of like staring at you. And when you look over, it darts back into the corn.
Yep, I didn't see that. That didn't exist.
Monkeys in the corn.
I want to give you a high five so badly right now, Eric.
There was
I love that the Artificer Brothers' reaction to things we don't want to deal with or don't feel like thinking about is just, I didn't see that, and then leaving.
no, there was no
God.
monkey covered in jewelry in a cornfield
We should
by
talk.
the cabin that didn't exist in a.
We just talk to them.
No.
Denial, the most powerful anti-magic in the universe.
And,
Why do I have to be so
that-
weak?
With that, he carries Calypso back to the hillside where kind of people are just hanging out.
Yeah,
Just chilling.
I'll just sit her down at the top of the hill. Like, maybe later. When we're a
Fine.
little more than, 2 fingers.
Fine.
And I'll just pat her on the head.
Her ears go down.
Cats love it when you pat them on the head.
That was really. Turn around. And as she turns around, she takes one more look at the cabin.
And you just see the little smoke coming from the chimney off in the distance.
We'll go back.
With
Don't
that,
worry.
you guys come to the end of your flying journey. You guys are in the north now. You've made it to the 10 towns, is where Crab says you guys are. It's a lot colder now here. Most people are not spending any time up on the deck. There are heating like rooms up top, but even then, like when the ship is moving, it is kind of hard because the wind is harsh. But when the ship is stopped, it's warm enough because of the runes. But when it's traveling, it's difficult.
Is there a way to like seal off that open?
No, they're not really because of how the balloons work. But the downstairs, the second floor and the third floor, people can still hang out, and there is a dining room and a jacuzzi area on the second and third floor, so people are still having a good time. It's just
Yeah, there's a
Not
bathhouse,
We've got,
remember?
what was that?
the palm is
Bathhouse. Yeah.
temperature controlled, and
All right, we met
Bad.
Charlton there.
Yeah, that's when you guys first met Charlton. Is he was hiding in the bathhouse,
Yep.
and
Surrounded by perverts.
Speak for yourself.
you guys are at about getting close to 10 towns in Icewind Dale when Crab asks where we're going. He needs to know where we're going. We're running really low on fuel at this point.
She pulls out the key and say, "Lady, guide my speech." Dave, can you hear me?
Calypso, can you hear me?
Oh, hi, Dave.
I'm really glad I can't hear this.
So we are close to Icewind Dale. Where should we go?
Well, let me know when you get to the center of Icewind Dale, and then you hear like the connection go away.
Are we near the center of Icewind Dale?
Who are you asking?
I'm asking Crab, or whoever's navigating this whole shindig.
Crab's our lead engineer, right?
You guys are...
Where in Icewind Dale? I'm shaking the key. Where in Icewind?
Lady, got my speech.
Ah!
You lazy piece of.
Where are we?
Well, don't we need to take care of your friends first so they can restock us?
Dwarves.
I mean, I guess we can do that first.
I'm looking at a map of Icewind Dale right now, and I'm genuinely trying to figure out where the fuck the dead center would be.
Be near the center town, the middle city.
Yeah, Caer Konig, I guess,
yeah.
would be almost dead center of the map.
Yeah, because that's why it's the capital. It's away from all the lakes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at it.
There's I believe 10 towns is like close to the center of Icewind Dale.
Yeah, they're scattered around, depending on where you're determining the borders of the Dale are, like how deep into the glacier you go or whatnot. Yeah, it's gonna be...
I mean, it's all opinion at that point, you know?
Yeah, at that point it's who's drawing the lines. It'd probably be either Caer Konig, Caer Dineval, or East Haven. Somewhere near Loch Dinishir, because that's like the dead center of the landmass.
You're looking up a map too?
Logic would dictate that it would be the capital, Caer Konig, because was designed to be as centered of Icewind Dale culture and civilization as it could.
Wonder if I can pull this up.
If you're thinking of the biggest of the 10 towns, I think that's East Haven. Because Konig's the outer, is the tiny outer city. That's way to the north of the 10 towns.
What's the one I'm thinking of?
I wonder if I can share the...
It's the one that's not actually on a lake.
That's not a lot of them.
I can try to share my screen and put it up on...
No, I'm looking at it.
That's a horrible map, Eric.
Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for.
Behind me. Targos. Oh well, Targos is technically on a lake. Bryn Shander isn't on a lake.
I think that's the one. That's the one with the actual mayor.
Holy moly!
I think that's the one where the actual mayor lives at. So.
Right there. It's right there. I see the center.
I found it. Right there, right where the folds are.
Right in that
in the middle of the fold.
Right in the crack.
I see the stickers as "You are here."
We could just be as literal as Dave is and just go to the literal middle of the map, wherever the hell it is in this godforsaken wilderness, and just go, well, we're here, Dave.
We're right smack dab in the middle.
Figure it out.
Stuck in the middle, waiting for you.
All right. Well, with that, do you...
We can go do the dwarves first.
Go try to take the dwarves
Yeah,
back?
if we're low on fuel.
Brian Shandar, that's what I was thinking of.
I'll go find the dwarves and ask them, where's the best place for us to get coal around here?
I have been literally looking for my notes for the last 2 hours, and I had it written down, and they would tell you where their keep is, but I have it misplaced.
Okay.
So they tell you, and it's about a day's travel inland, basically east of 10 towns, About a
To the
day's
coal
travel
mine.
east of 10 towns.
Okay.
So, half a day in the airship.
Okay. Does your keep have lots of coal?
I believe we made a deal that I was going to, for a majority of the cost of the purple, I was going to
Yes.
refurbish your ship.
Okay. Just making sure.
Resupply and refurbish.
Tries
Okay.
to rip us off, we blow up his keep.
You guys were also saying you might be able to do some entertainment for a few days, something like that.
I did not say that. Who said that?
I believe there was some
Circus
Tabaxi
troupe?
man that was talking about performing.
Oh, performers. I mean, if they want to stay and perform while we go do our other stuff, that's fine too.
It's up to them.
And it's going to take a little bit of time to refurbish the ship, so that's probably what would work.
But we will take care of that tomorrow. Tonight we go find beds and you guys can stay in my keep. Safe, sound, and enjoy the great weather that which is the north.
We're to become prisoners.
Well, we've got
From this keep.
pretty
We're to
good
get betrayed.
All right. Well, with that, it's not hard for the dwarves to actually lead you from where they are to their keep.
Mm-hmm. And in the meantime, I'm gonna ask if any of the Tabaxi, or ask the leader of the what is your name, by the way? Leader of the Tabaxi.
Are you asking the leader of the troop or the actual
The guy.
The one that
the
is
guy
the-
that we've been talking to.
Once again, it's a name that I have written down that
Okay,
saved your
well,
family.
I'll pretend.
It's
that
one
you
that
will-
your family saved his family, and so we have to go look at the old.
Okay.
We have to look at the backstory.
Okay.
Flump's dead, so. Just
I'll ask him if to ask around and see
The
if
meatballs
anybody.
guy.
Yeah, the meatballs guy. I'll ask him to ask around and see if anybody needs to come out and restock. Tell him where we are, what the plan is. If you need to restock.
Everybody's been surviving off the food supplies in the
Yeah.
hand, so
I don't know if they had.
they've been rationing it out just fine and are been able to survive.
Okay.
And there was a feast there that said it didn't run out.
Yeah.
That wasn't going away.
Yeah. Also,
But toiletries,
Everybody's just waiting to get to home.
yeah, would have informed Baltrig about our surprise guest.
Hammering noise, hammering noise, hammering noise stops. We have a what now?
Yeah, the not deal you made.
Yeah, I specifically did not make a deal. I keep being incredibly clear about
Yeah.
that. No one seems to be listening to me, including him. Maybe I don't know.
He
Anti-deal.
and other him, they live here.
Okay, so there's more than one of him. They're on my ship.
There's
Is that what you're
3.
telling me?
Yep. They're in a cabin that shouldn't exist.
There's a cabin on our ship?
Yep. And a rich monkey.
And a rich monkey.
And I think we should
Not a heist.
stop there for tonight on and a rich monkey.
Baldric's hammer has just it's like a freeze frame on Baldric looking at Argent Hammer in mid swing. Just stopped right next to Baldric's head, framed between the two of them.
Woo!
I really want you to be fucking with me right now.
No.
No fucking.
Fucking with me. With me.
Oh, you mean together? Okay.
What was that? What was that? I heard.
Jazera pokes her head.
People keep getting
What?
in my workshop.
Dimension door spell. It's amazing. Look into it sometime. I
Not
really
the
enjoy watching
workshop,
you when you're
but,
taking your armor off and are hammering it. All the sweat's just coming down. It's
Really,
amazing.
she's hiding. She's figured out her way through the vents.
A lady would never
Oh,
cross
what a shit.
such things. I'll teleport in there with an invisibility spell.
Just just watches him for an hour while he's invisible.
A ghost moment.
Suddenly there's a silent moment. You hear this.
I'm fairly positive Baldric would know the whole time, but just wouldn't either A, care, or B, would just be like,
I gotta add up some XPs really quick here, so give me a moment.
I don't have true sight, I have dark vision.
I don't have invisibility.
Hey-oh.
Fair.
All right, do this off stream.
It's up to you guys. We can do it on stream or off stream.
I mean, I'm fine with off.
I don't care.
Okay. Well, we
I don't
will
think
do our
people
bonus
watch
XPs off screen here for you guys. At any point this time or next time or during any of our games, if you see anything that you like that the party does, you can go ahead and mention that in the comments, and we will be able to add bonus XP to those characters' character sheets. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be able to talk to you next time, 8 o'clock Friday. We'll see you next time, everybody.
And
thanks for joining us.
As always, thank you for Sirenscape for your awesome music app.
Thank you.
Sirenscape.
All right. Bye.
Bye.